good they are, how they can get out of the blocks, and they'll be tuned up. But for United, if they can be with them at quarter time, then they will certainly be right in the game.
Stewie, what is important that they use the ball well here, because I've seen already in the earlier games, it is very much late, right to left of that outer end.
Yeah, it certainly is, Noel. Yeah, they've just got to lower their eyes and just make sure of their possessions, both by hand and foot, and get off to a good start.
Kick the goal, kick it hard, kick it through the...
through the footy.
Kick to the right-hand side goalpost to that McGovern Street end a little bit, if you can.
Just a little bit.
And Shane, importantly, don't get caught on the outside. Right over that other side of the ground, that's a big loss for the United side if it's out there.
Yeah, it is. They need to make use of this win to start with, United, and they were very good last week in that regard, Noel, when they had their opportunities to score with the advantage. They made the most of it, but they're going to have to do it straight up today.
Matty, I don't think there's too much there. Kerang will go corridor footy. They'll bite it off.
Oh, they certainly will. But this is going to be an exciting grand final. If both sides play to their maximum, this is exciting. Both sides do take the game on. The best way to win a game of footy is actually go through the middle of the ground and kick goals, and Kerang like to do that as well too. And they're a bit smaller up forward as well too, so they need the ball to move in there quickly.
For our listeners at home, it was 2 each of 2 here. 2 going for Kerang, 2 going for the United combination. Kerang have broken up already, and Glenn Stewart compliments of Mawson's Concrete. United still in their little huddle, just a last-minute word or two.
Yeah, I think there are a couple of blokes there, Nick and Neil obviously, really addressing the players there, probably Joel Walsh as well, but they're in the huddle for a long period of time. They're just breaking up now.
Don't you expect that Larkins and Lang will do the ruck work initially? Certainly Lang will. Do you think Larkins will go in, or will they change that up already?
Oh, I think certainly initially he will. He'll start in the ruck, but I'd expect to see Erlinson play a little bit through there today. I think that actually worked pretty well last week up against the Mallee Eagles, 2 ruckmen last Saturday, the 2 of them swapping, and I think that's where Erlinson plays his best footy in many respects. He's good on the ball, he's physical, he gets around, and I think he'll be able to match it with Lang, because whatever United do, they have to go with Lang, because he is their key player for them. If he is able to give that midfield silver service today like he does, then Kerang will win.
To me, like Neil's going to load forward, so they've gone relatively big down there, have the Demons with Erlinson, etc. First quarter about to get underway. The umpire's just surveying the scene, making sure the big crowd is back. Shane Fleming to get us underway. Blue Sky, Outdoor Expert Scoreboard. Grand final is underway for 2024.
So will Kerang send off Troy Coates with one last win, or will United break a 23-year drought? We'll find out 2.5 hours' time, as O'Shannessy has the possession. He hasn't lost it. Stripped from him, Utica. That's Jordan. He comes off the bottom of the pack, and it will be a ball up in the middle of the ground. Lang and Larkins doing the ruck work. Umpire lets it go. Kelly overruns it. Comes out the back. Bingham with a handball off to Sterling. Off half back for United. Long kick up towards half forward. Leading back in the chase is Brad Pay. Has time. Picks it up around the corner. Not the best of kicks, however. It's out of bounds on the full. The first blemish of the afternoon, and it'll be Ethan Curran to bring the ball back into play.
Well, he had Hunter on the inside, but obviously couldn't see him. He was heading towards the boundary. That was the kick deep. Big fist over the back. Lovely defensive play here by Kerang. Sees the ball thumped over the line and out of bounds. So players just getting deep here for Kerang. Certainly Ross is one of those. Will he take all the way back to full back? He's not at the moment, waiting for the boundary throw. He's picked up Erlinson the way I see it at the moment.
So Grenfell out of the ruck, takes it, throws it on the boot, can't find the goals. Sean Hunter back there, he's bumped off the ball. Goes again, Hunter, good handball over the top. Just sits out in front of Brad Pay, doesn't sit for him, it does, but he's wrapped up by Bingham, slung into the ground. Now the quick kick across the face of goal. It's marked by Ethan Curran, and he's marked 40 metres out, directly in front of goal for United.
Good play there by the United forwards, Flemo there. I mean, they made it hard for the Kerang to get that out of defence. First it was Hunter, then Brad Pay, but they were able to put a bit of pressure on that kick, and then United were able to win it and took the bit off as well too. They kicked in the middle of the ground as well. Bit dangerous, but it came off all right.
And it's going to be an important aspect of their game this afternoon, especially with the 3 key forwards. They're going to have to put pressure on at ground level when it comes. But Curran, he kicked 6 last week, and he's got the first for United this afternoon. They're on the board, 1 straight 6. Kerang yet to score 2 minutes into the first term of the grand final And that's on the Blue Sky Outdoor Expert scoreboard.
A very gutsy mark, and that's a contender for the Swan Hill higher mark of the day, I thought. And then just a beautiful kick. He just kicked through the football and it went back over the umpire's head for the first opening goal. United seem to have settled. I know it's very early, but they seem to have settled okay.
No clear ascendancy out of the middle. Sterling off the back of the pack across half back.
Good play.
Yeah, was. Got the ball wide. Back in the middle. Lang gets across the line first. Oh, big leak. In fact, a double-hander by Larkins. Sharked off, though, by Kelly. Marty, his kick. Speaking of Jade Sterling, he takes the resultant mark. Cross half back. Quick hands to Utica. Jordan has to go back in towards the centre of the ground. Looks for and finds Saville, the ever-dangerous, in fact, ever-reliable Ethan Saville.
So Saville now on the centre wicket area. Oh, kicked into the man on the mark. Should nearly be a free kick there for a high contact. It will be. It'll go the way of Tyson Klingon. So the Kerang able to hold the Demons up in the middle of the ground. Klingon goes long inside 50. Won't find the target there in Kennedy. He's first back. Zach Threadgold right there with him. Wants the boundary. Keeps it in, does he? He doesn't. Goes over for a boundary throw-in.
Probably disappointing result there for United. I mean, they took the ball through the middle of the ground. Ethan Saville took that mark, and but then get the ball smothered like that and give away a free kick, disappointing for them.
Joel Campbell was a long way up the ground. I thought there was a bit of danger coming there. Big tackle. Took them on Utica, and he's gone absolutely. Great teamwork here. Double teaming by the Kerang side. Saw the one in front, went the shirt front, missed, and then a tackle came from behind. A big tackle by Josh Nitsky. Nitsky, seasoned performer, has a shot on goal. Or we wanted to give it to Pay. Says, no, I'll take the shot. Josh Nitsky, can he even the ledger? Will kick from inside 50 with the football. Will waves the ball around, kicks it. The breeze is going to bring it across. Goal umpire hits the post. There's that little breeze we were talking about. It is United one straight, Kerang one behind. Blue Sky Outdoor Expert scoreboard.
So let off there for the Demons. As Nitsky with Kerang's first shot at goal misses as Daniels. That's Corey with the kick-in duties. Runs his full measure, goes long in the direction of Erlinson, who battled against Lang. In the end, spoiled away by Jardine. Probably should have marked. Now comes to Bolton. Little handball over the top to Thompson. The Demons are away and running. Dreadful one out in the pocket. Goes over his head, unfortunately. Tracks it back. Can't quite keep it in. Well, he does in the end, but falls to Dibsdale, who comes out wide and finds a teammate for the Blues, who looks to centre quickly and finds Josh Hahn at centre half back.
Gillingham it was on the outer side, gives it to Hahn, comes inboard, looks for Jesse Clark, who can come a little wider, looks for Ross. Locky's the guy, so back pedal a little bit, then had Kelly short, goes the long kick over the back, looks forward, does he find Jardine? Doesn't, or player held high, free kick going away at the Demons, need to get the footy first, doesn't. Comes out the back, and Campbell Everett takes the free kick, half back flank for the Demons.
So Everett goes short to Thompson, who marks. So Max Thompson now goes long, down the line, not locked to kick to, goes in the direction of Larkin, front position, Ross. Takes an early contender for the Swan Hill higher mark of the day at half back for the Blues.
Ross, half back flank, surveys the scene, goes across, finds Pay. Pay says no, it has to be play on because it didn't carry. Then the kick is down the ground now. Sean Hunter's short. I think the Blues are going to have to go down the line, have the football in front of them, tries to lower the eyes. Numbers back off, incorrect. Lovely mark, and that is another contender, Lockie Ross. Takes the mark, true centre wing. Gets down the ground, has a good look with the kick. It's a shocker. Comes straight to Corey Daniels playing in front. As a good defender does take the mark. Up back flank for the Demons.
So do the Demons go back down the line, or they look to switch and come back through the corridor? Well, centering ball finds Jordan Utica, who marks, still at half back. He wants to come through the corridor, goes short to Ethan Curran, who was excellent last week in the preliminary final.
Prepared to run too, Curran, isn't he?
He is. Comes short to Campbell, and they come wide out towards the interchange benches to Daniels, who now goes long down the line, pulls the trigger. Erlinson probably could have marked that, didn't though. Lets it get over the back.
I think he lost it in the sun, I think he was looking up for it and just couldn't see it with the sun in his eyes.
Yeah, that's how it looked up here too, Matty. Good observation. He sort of threw the head back as if to say, well, I've lost it. And the ball's gone over the line and out of bounds. Boundary umpire about 25 out from the Demons' goal. Throws the ball, throws it a long way in. Catches everybody by surprise. Comes out the back of the pack. Not able to get onto it. The Demons forward. The ball in under. Umpire will be called on. Does, just as Bolton had the footy in his hand. And the Demons, just inside their 50, have an opportunity.
7 minutes gone in the first term here of the grand final. It's United, 1 straight 6 leading Kerang, 1 behind as off hands now. Bolton at the back of the pack, wrapped up in another strong tackle, goes to ground. And we will have a ball up 50 metres out from United's goal, almost directly in front. As Larkins and Lang again. Lang with the tap, gets it over the back. Clark going the other way though. Oh, went with the soccer, did Hunter, but didn't make connection. Falls now to O'Neill. Little handball over the top, gets it to Gallo, who wheels around, goes long with a shot at goal, but it's hit the post and through for another minor score. 1-1-7 United. Kerang 1 straight behind, and that is on the Blue Sky Outdoor Expert scoreboard.
Demons going a little shorter up forward already there, Matt.
Yeah, they certainly are. Alex has come off for a bit of a rest there. Obviously, he can't spend the whole game on the bench, so on the ground.
Oh, tackle shot. The kick on goal. Going to miss here. Minor score coming up for Maxie Thompson and the Demons. The kick in was a little wayward. I thought top one a little bit high, the Blues defender, but the umpire said no, play on. Move along, United. 1-2-8. Lead Kerang, 1 behind. 8 minutes gone, first quarter. Blue Sky Outdoor Expert scoreboard.
So Pay short to Gillingham in the pocket, who goes short to Clark at half back. And those three gentlemen we've called a lot over the years, and they've waxed lyrical. They've done so once more as goes to Josh Hahn at half back for the Blues, who eventually pulls the trigger, goes long, looking for Lang. Can't take the mark. Does the roving though. Gets the handball off to Gillingham, left it behind. Now Larkins picked up by Kelly. No one able to take clean possession, and we will have a ball up centre wing, far side of the ground, with United leading by 7 points.
Big crowd, lots of colour. Umpires going at it. Free kick going the way of the Demons. Well, there you go. Nick Lang thought it was his, but it's going the way of the Demons through Blake Larkins, who unloads with a kick deep into the forward line. Players descend. Now the ball has hit the turf here. Pace behind. Caught out. Player coming through with Gallo. Just carries the top of him. Oh, Jesse Kelly gets in. Has to kick under pressure. Does. Kicks to the boundary line. Over the line. And out of bounds on the full. And the free kick will go the way on the outer side there to Jordan Utica, who has been busy for the Demons. Came in with a little bit of an injury concern, but started really well.
Certainly has. Found plenty of the ball. An early contender for the Cadenas Mechanical and 4x4 best on ground is Utica inside 50. Finds Riley Daniels. Does he keep it in? He does.
Ooh, lucky.
So taking the mark just inside the field of play. And Riley Daniels, it'll be a tough kick from that pocket.
I reckon he'll pick it. There you go.
All the big boys wanted it long. He dropped in short.
So the Danny O'Brien pocket that will be for this afternoon as kick forward from Daniels, centering ball at the top of the goal square, off hands, it won't matter, it'll be a free kick, disadvantage, get paid, it does, and it's a goal to United through Dom Gallo. So the Demons get the second, they go to 2-2-14, they lead Kerang 1 straight behind, 10 minutes into the first term on the Blue Sky Outdoor Expert scoreboard.
We talked about it before the game, about how it would be a hot start, and it's been a very contested footy as well too, but both sides have stood up very well. I think United probably had the run of the grain a little bit as well too. The ball's been out in the open, and they've just showed their leg speed as well too. That situation there, Grenfell was able to bring the ball to ground from that Riley Daniels kicked it forward, and then the United small people swooped onto it and kicked the goal.
Now, be able to get absolute clear ascendancy here out of the middle. Comes to Nitsky, gets on the end of it, kicks across the body, out very wide. Looks for the run, not able to find yet Jitsum, who had the footy front, dispossessed beautifully over the back by Walsh. Scholl goes the 1-2, tucks the footy under the arm. He's going to look long. He should look long, because the deep lead into the forward pocket by Brandon Grenfell. Oh, terrific coordination.
Great footy. Great footy.
Back half and forward half, sync as one. And coming off the back half there, Joel Walsh had a good long look, saw the lead by Grenfell, just lobbed it out wide for him.
And it's that extra 10 metres, isn't it, that Joel's able to get all the time. And Grenfell knew that, and he knew where to run and find space.
Grenfell, no run around today, straight shot at goal. Bends it, the goal umpire will come right across, and will stay in the field of play, has minor score. And it is United, 2 goals, 3-15, leading Kerang, 1 behind on the Blue Sky Outdoor Expert scoreboard. Earlier today, the Colts went the way of the Lake Bogus side. The Colts went the way of Swan Hill, and the reserves went the way of the Mallee Eagles.
So Kerang bring the ball back into play. Gillingham kick those sharks by Thompson. Goes back inside 50 and spots up Gallo. Clever play there from United. Maxie Thompson reading the play. And he's taken the intercept mark at half forward, turned around and spotted up Gallo straight away.
And I think that was just through the speed of the United players as well too. They were able to cover off those three Kerang players, and they forced a mistake. Max Thompson, as you said, was able to get in the road of it and intercept.
Well, they had 3 kicks to get it to Gillingham. Really, they were hemmed into that pocket with Kerang as Gallo now shot on goal. It's offline across the face. Another miss for the Demons. They go to 2-4-16. They lead Kerang 1 straight behind, but we said this a couple of weeks ago in the semi-final. You have to make your chances or take them when you get it against Kerang.
2 goals for should be 4-2 for mine, Stewie.
Yeah, it certainly should be.
Absolutely. Kick comes wide, off the hands of the pack, close to the boundary line on the outside. The speed, the leg speed of the Demons really showing up here as they hold the ball in or push it back. Umpire not able to either see it or call it. And I tell you what, Lucas Utica is filthy. He got up and knows he had hand in the back of the central umpire, called for a ball up. Demons on their 50, ever so close to goal.
So centre half forward position. Lang with the tap down, gets it over the top of the pack and held off the ball. There was White. Umpire lets it go. Big tackle there on Nitsky by Erlinson. And we'll get another ball up, still at half forward for United. 55 metres from their goal. They lead by 15 points here, early stages in this first term. Erlinson takes it away from the ruck contest, holding the ball, said the umpire. It'll be a free kick going the way of Kerang and Jesse Clark.
Absolutely. Now, this is where the Blues are falling down. These little passes just haven't been able to hit targets. If they have, they've been under pressure and not able to get any run and carry. So it's the Blues take the mark out of side, come back inboard to Jesse Clark. So again, no forward territory necessarily. Maybe on this occasion they do. They find Cody Makeham, who wants to go the burst, not able to do so. Demons covering off beautifully. Kick goes deep, covers the pack and stayed in the field of play. I think it has heavy side. Gets back, plays on, kick into the forward line.
He does go short, finds Riley Kitchum too far out to score, goes into the pocket, finds Purcell, who marks over in front of the Leisure Centre. So about 40 metres from home, hard against the boundary, wants to pass it off. But in order to do that, he needs a teammate to present, and they're not prepared to do that at the moment. So Purcell, he's going to sit it up to the top of the square. Lang's there with Walsh, but Lang outmarks him. Nick Lang from 20 metres out directly in front will go back and have a shot at the Kerang's first.
That is an absolute contender for the Swan Hill Higher mark of the day. And if he can convert, Shane, big chance for the goal of the day.
Well, it certainly will be, as Lang, and you don't see this very often, outmarking Joel Walsh, but the height, the advantage as Lang now comes and has missed. So from 25 metres out directly in front, a goal goes begging for the Blues. 2-4-16 United. Kerang 2 straight behinds. 14, nearly 15 minutes into the first term on the Blue Sky Outdoor Expert scoreboard.
If ever a bloke was nervous coming in there, Matt, it was him.
It certainly was, and he looked like it as well too. Probably never looked like he was going to kick that one.
Speaking of kicking, Walsh gets it on the outside to one of the burst players, Charlie Bolt. Take the mark, half-back flank for the Demons. Long way from goal, but they've got the score on the board thus far. Is it enough? 2-4, plays 2 behind, 16 minutes gone. First quarter, Blue Sky Outdoor Expert scoreboard.
So Bolton's kick goes long over the head there of O'Neill, marked at the back by Clark. They bring it back through the corridor, comes down to McNeil. He comes wide out towards Purcell. The foot race is on. Ethan Curran trying to close him down, eventually does. Purcell has the kick. It'll be a free kick downfield, going the way of Kennedy.
He's going to take it back.
Oh, he's going to bring it back. Well, okay.
Whoa.
Must have been in the act of kicking and not after then, was it?
Well, I think that's a fair point. You did push your hands in the back as well too, so that's a fair place for it to be rather than downfield.
Professional free kick, Matt?
I think so, actually. I mean, he covered a bit of speed there as well too.
Kick inboard to centre half forward. Oh, over the back. Not able to get on the end of it with Campbell. Ball comes to ground. Utica has the footy, comes wide. Looks for and finds a teammate on the outside, which is good football here.
Whoa!
The goal kicker from earlier on has the footy deep in the back pocket, kicks long down the ground. I speak of Ethan Curran.
He does, goes towards Riley Daniels. He can't mark, had Jesse Clark for company, and the ball eventually spills out and over the line for a boundary thrown just quickly around the grounds thanks to Macca's Swan Hill. Grand final in the A-grade, Lake Boga 4 leading Swan Hill 2. We are underway 5 minutes into the first term.
Quick observation there, boys. That kick seemed to travel a long way. Compliments of Morsens on the boundary.
Yeah, it certainly did, Noel. So, yeah, maybe the breeze has picked up a little bit for going down towards the hospital end.
At the back of the pack, it was Gallo who had the footy. Dispossessed, though, by the big fella, if you don't mind, in Nick Lang for the Blues. But it's the Demons run across half back. Again, it's Walsh. This one, a shocker. Comes into the forward line. Well, a kick out of the air by Sean Hunter. Sees the ball come forward, but again, the Demons, they seem to have an extra player across half back because, again, the link-up is on. They get it through the middle. It comes to Erlinson. The dangerous Erlinson lowers his eyes. Or the target was there in Grenfell. Not able to get to him. The umpire says, what? Drop into 40.
Yeah, good tackle.
Big tackle applied by O'Neill. Free kick going the way of he. As the Blues tried to burst through, not able to do so. This is a very, very telling shot at goal.
Yeah, I was just going to say that he really got to drill this one.
2 goals, 4 plays, 2 behind. United lead on the Blue Sky Outdoor Expert scoreboard. 2024 grand final there to be won. It's been a really competitive season. This will be a flag for the ages. O'Neill kick, poked, and missed the lot. No, he snuck it in from behind. Oh, Shane shakes the head. United 2-5. Kerang 2 behind with a bit of a breeze, but not a lot.
Well, at the moment, neither team really making the most of their opportunities as Pay brings the ball back into play, goes short to Clark. And he looks to go across to the opposite pocket to Ross, who marks, immediately plays on, runs his full measure, goes long down the line looking for McNeil. Good effort from him, off hands though. And it's over for a boundary throw in Jaden Sterling with the spoil at half forward.
I think Jared Skinner just upsetting a couple of the Kerang blokes. A little bit of physical play there.
They were talking about where they're going after the game. I think that was all it was.
That's, of course, what it would be. And I think Sean Hunter may...
Free kick behind the play.
He'll go the way of... Is it going for him or against him?
No, it's against him. It'll go to Riley Daniels. Hunter and Daniels were getting into it behind play. And Sean Hunter just getting a little bit high there on Daniels. And the umpire was right there and spotted the whole thing.
Well, that's one that Skinner was pushing and shoving earlier on, was Hunter, and Skinner took off across the ground to cover the play, and then, of course, jumping in the middle, Riley Daniels.
I nearly call that a set play, boys, when Skinner came on the ground and obviously was able to suck him in.
So Daniels long inside 50 over the head of Grenfell. Pack forms at the back, off hands. Clark went with the soccer. In the end, the ball just bounced up into his hands and he kicked it conventionally. Gets it to McNeil, whose kick is long, wide and out of bounds on the full. And it will be coming straight back inside 50 thanks to Corey Daniels. In fact, no, he goes short to Dom Gallo.
Gallo with the footy. Boys, a lot of missed kicks here for 2 very, very skillful sides.
Yeah, certainly. This is the pressure of it all, I think, as well, too. And probably more noticeable for Kerang as well, too. It's probably the third out of bounds on the full they've had coming out of defence.
Corey Daniels got on the end of the pass back from Gallo, pumps the ball long into the forward line, not able to get it, comes to ground. Marty Kelly swings, and again, it's a kick and hope. And not going to be paying any dividends because getting across the back half here, we've got 1, 2, 3 Demons. We'll just take a pick, and in the end, it's Joel Campbell who gets on the end of it.
Well, they do, and this time they come out to the fat side. Mark taken by Jared Skinner. Wanted to take it on, but couldn't do so. Was held up by Lockie Ross. So Skinner, in the end, gets onto the left boot from 55, sets it up top of the goal square. Jordan Unica flies, couldn't mark. Just going to ground there was O'Shaughnessy. Kelly taps it forward. Short now comes to Jardine, gets it to Klingon, back to Kelly. Took the tackle on, has to get rid of it, does. Gives the handball back to Klingon, who just dumps it inside 50. Now the foot race is on, but it's all United back there as Campbell Everett's the first man back. Gets around Kennedy, and he will look to go short and to Brave Bingham, but he couldn't mark. 5 Demons back there, and they could rattle it. They put a little bit of a show on here just for their supporters to put under a little bit of pressure, but the ball comes out beautifully. Easy possession for Ethan Curran. Now he's got a lot of time. He can settle. He can lower his eyes. Careful. Don't want to have it down the ground. Big fella Grenfell comes out. Got 2 hands to it. Off the hands over the line and out of bounds. Boundary umpire ball into play. We are about 25 metres around. United deep into attack again, making all the forward play. When it's the Blues go forward, there's nobody, absolutely nobody across the half-forward line. So the Demons leading by 15 points here as we approach time on. In fact, we've gone into time on in the first term, and it's off hands now. Comes to Baird, who's high up and under kick. It's marked by Max Thompson. Now will that be 50?
Yep.
So it's against Klingon. He was late on the scene. Thompson took the mark, and then was stumped afterwards, and he will go all the way towards the goal square and looks to kick United third of the game.
I'm not sure there was a lot in it from Owen. I just think he felt the contact, he went down, and the umpires are up to them as well too. They've got to make the decision, so probably good work there by Max Thompson.
As long as they keep consistency in the game, I don't have a problem with it.
So Thompson, 20 metres out, on about a 45-degree angle. Not the easiest kick. but he's made it work. And United 3-5-23. They've blown out to a 21-point lead. At late stages of this first term, Kerang 2 straight behinds, and that is on the Blue Sky Outdoor Expert scoreboard.
And we're probably seeing in this first quarter here the speed of the United. We just saw there Kerang were going to their forward line as well too, kicked it to no one. United were able to then switch the play as well too, and then just use pace to get the ball into their forward line. And the ball ended up getting into Maxie Thompson's hands after he switched the kick. He cut off the kick out of the back line by Kerang and then was able to get a 50-metre penalty to kick that goal.
Compliments to Macca's shown a bit of an update in the A-grade netball.
Yeah, Lake Boga, they have blown it out early. 10 goals to 3, 11 minutes into the first quarter, thanks to McDonald Swanhill.
Going nowhere from the centre bounce. Having a look forward, Josh Hahn gone forward for the Blues, also Tyson Klingon, so a bit of a mismatch because certainly the Demons have gone tall. The Blues not so from the ruck work. We've moved forward, or a free kick going the way of the Demons, diving in hard at the back of the pack.
Getting a good run with the umpires at the moment, the D's.
Well, they're putting themselves...
Well, they're putting themselves in front position.
Yeah, absolutely. Utica goes wide, looks for and finds Corey Daniels outside centre wing.
So Daniels marks, he goes short, finds Gallo, centre wing, far side of the ground, called to play on now. Goes by hand to Daniels, 1-2 with Gallo, gets it back eventually. Now goes long, dumps it in, one-on-one. Grenfell against Dibstar, getting back there in time, was paid, front on contact, no, said the umpire, lets it go, probably a good call. And eventually, though, the clearing kick has been marked by Daniels.
How many of these boys intercept marks? Daniels goes along with the kick, deep into the forward line, big push. The players are called to play on. The ball comes wide. Pay. Can he get on the end of the handball? He can't at the moment. Walsh has gone deep, really deep. Now we're going to retreat all the way back down. Getting dangerous. Free kick going the way of the Blues. Now will this catch Walsh out or not? He's going to be in the play because the ball comes out wide.
Play.
Walsh plays on, kicks it into the forward line and finds Riley Daniels and takes the mark. 48 metres out, the Demons into attack. And at this stage, Adam Baird had no chance whatsoever against the height and strength of Joel Walsh.
Great mark there from Riley Daniels too. A early definite contender for the Swanhill Higher mark of the day, but going to be a difficult kick there, Noel, for young Riley.
Right footer, started almost point post, see if the Breeze can take it. Riley with the footy. Oh, this would be a big goal if he can kick it. He's done that. He started at point post. It's gone right across. In fact, just gets through for a minor score. United dominating the scoreboard. 3 goals, 6. They lead the Kerang side 2 behinds. And boys, what is going on with this centre line, half forward line for Kerang?
Yeah, they're all at 6s and 7s at the moment, Kerang. The normal discipline structures that they have are just falling apart at the moment. They've just been caught out by the speed of United.
Has Hetherington had a touch?
I don't think so.
So Brad Pay now to bring the ball back. He goes long outside, defensive 50. Ross dropping the mark. Now taken by Lucas Utica. He's wrapped up in a tackle by Ross. And we'll have another ball up, far side of the ground, half forward for the Demons. They're just managing to lock the ball in their front half of the ground of United at the moment, but they just need to start splitting the big sticks and really making Kerang hurt.
Speaking of locking it in, gee, they need to do a lockdown job here, the Blues, because at the moment, another goal, and it is 4 goals, 6. At the moment, it's 3. It's a 22-point lead, 26 gone first quarter on the Blue Sky Outdoor Expert scoreboard. Look today, of course, for our Cummins goal of the day, our Swanhill High mark of the day, and our Canese Mechanical and 4x4 best on. Boundary umpire has his moment in the sun.
So ball again to be thrown back into play. Gitcham doing the ruck work as Lang has a spell. So Larkins taps it down to the toes, gets it to Saville. Was he legged? Umpire said, lets it go again. Baird first there, but lost the ball. Comes now to Curran. Clever little handball out. Finds Saville. Broke the tackle. Now goes long inside 50. O'Neill couldn't take the mark. Probably could have. Handball from Grenfell to O'Neill. And put it through. For the Demons. Get their 4. It's down to a 28-point lead. 4-6-30 United. Kerang 2 straight behind. 26 gone in the first term. And that is on the Blue Sky Outdoor Expert scoreboard.
And that was all because of the ruck work there by Blake Larkins there against Riley Gitcham, who wasn't still so strong. He got the ball out to Saville out to Ethan Curran, and just quick hands as well too. Got the ball into the forward line there. The 3 big blokes, Erlinson, Grenfell and Nick O'Neill, all competed the footy. And in the end, it was Nick O'Neill who got the handball out and kicked a good goal.
It's like they're falling off the face of the earth when they go forward here, Kerang. They cannot get it, and certainly the Demons, it's just falling into their forward line. and they are using the ball relatively well. I won't say really well, relatively well. Freaking out of the centre. Here we go. A chance for the Blues. Can they get a mark in forward? Of course they can't. They've got no numbers back, and a tipping mark taken across half back for the Demons, coming through beautifully. Sterling with the footy, wants to come wide, does. We'll look for Joel Campbell. Now he's called to go back. Kick over his mark. That gives surely the Blues a chance to man up. And Shane to give us a quick around the grounds in the A-grade netball.
Yeah, it is quarter time, and Swan Hill fighting back. 10 goals, Lake Boga. They lead Swan Hill by 3-7. As
sorry,
Jesse
mate.
Clark with a big fly and taking a Swan Hill higher mark of the day contender to Clark. In between wing and half forward.
One-hander, ripper.
So Clark now, one of the Blues veterans, going for his 9th flag, if you can believe that, this afternoon. Goes short, finds Gillingham, who marks.
Oh, they need us. They need a goal. They need one quick. This is the Blues. Gillingham with the footy outer side. Unloads. Oh, kick and hope. Big hope. Nobody can able to get on the back of that. In fact, it's the defenders out the back for the Demons. Top one high. Big call. Correct call. Went to ground a little bit, but free kick out the back. Waits to Sterling. And that's the siren to end it. The first quarter. And it's a big quarter for United. They kicked 4 goals, 6, all the attacking. United 4-6, Kerang 2 behind. 28-point lead to the Demons. We'll take a break. 3SH Central Murray Live.
Harvey Norman, Swan Hill, Barra, Graham Hayes Real Estate, and Holt Mitsubishi Hyundai and Isuzu Ute in Central Murray Live on 3SH. Ray White Swan Hill, locally owned, hiring locals and supporting the community. But with the national reach you need to buy or sell your home, choose Ray White Swan Hill today.
Hi, it's Ash Knight here from Pioneer Seeds. Canola growers, this one's for you. With canola crops now flowering, it's a good time to consider which hybrids are right for your farm. Our Pioneer brand hybrids offer reliability in performance, profitability and supply. Look out for a canola field trial walk with the Pioneer team in the coming weeks to see the full Pioneer Seeds canola lineup. For more information, call me, Ash Knight, on 1-800-PIONEER or your local territory sales manager.
Great game, guys. Really well done out there. Absolutely spectacular to watch. All right, gather round while I read out who got best on. Workwear, best on goes to FXD, Cat Bisley, Jet Pilot and Hard Yakka. And for work boots, Mongrel, Blunston, Oliver and Redback.
That's all of it, Coach.
Yep, you all deserve it. And a spot at Blue Sky Outdoors, where there's nothing but the best on ground.
What makes a game a great game? It's the pre or post-game pie with a squirt of tomato sauce, the specially crafted coffee that gets you out of bed, the delicious hot toasty that warms your freezing fingers, and maybe a sweet treat for the ride home, of course. It's a trip to Gray's Bakery on game day, open from 6 a.m. Saturday mornings for all your footy foods and netball nibbles. Turning your game into a Gray's game is Gray's Bakery, Kerang.
Harvey Norman, 10% in gift cards this weekend. That's right, 10% in bonus gift cards. Spend $250 or more on selected products and get 10% of your purchase price in Harvey Norman gift cards. Shop hot deals in store and online and get 10% of your purchase price in bonus gift cards when you spend $250 or more on selected products. This weekend only. Hurry, 10% in bonus gift cards end Sunday at Harvey Norman. Best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed. Terms, conditions and exclusions apply. Gift card valid for 1 month.
Emmett's is the home of Green Timber, a month-long festival of springtime green popping up around the countryside. That's right, those shiny John Deere tractors. And to celebrate, Emmett's has 30 days of deals on compact utility tractors, discounts on harvester and mower parts, and free John Deere hats and hoodies with select purchases. Emmett's has everything green you need for your garden and paddock with Green Timber. That's 30 days of deals. Visit greentimber.com.au for details.
Graham Hayes Real Estate is hosting a multi-vendor sundry farm, antique and memorabilia on-site clearing sale. Murrabit West Road, Murrabit, tomorrow from 10:30 a.m. featuring a Paramount tandem caravan, full Furphy tank with tap and old frame in good condition, a Ford 2600 tractor with good tyres, a Yamaha Timberwolf four-wheeler, vintage bottle collection plus lots of sundries, memorabilia and garden art. For more details, email auctions@ghrealestate.com.au.
on 1332 3SH in Central Murray Live for Graham Hayes Real Estate, Club Barron, Harvey Norman Swan Hill and Holt Mitsubishi Hyundai and Isuzu.
Quarter time in the Central Murray 2024 Grand Final, and it is the United side, 4 goals, 6-30, leading Kerang 0 goals, 2 behinds, and it is a 28-point lead on the Every Stitch Counts scoreboard. Compliments of Bosses Concrete. The boys have been down. Matty.
I'm down here. I think Stewie might be still in the United huddle at the moment, but certainly for the Kerang side, coach was very disappointed with their side as well too. He said to them all, "We've got to take a deep breath." He actually had a comment at the players who'd been giving away free kicks to say it was disappointing that they were letting their side down when they were giving away those free kicks. Yep. He complimented the back six. He said there was 17 entries to 5 in the back 50. So certainly United controlled pretty, as we saw as well too. He put on their midfielders. He said they need to lift. They need to get their hands dirty. He put on Nick Lang, who I thought actually didn't do too bad in that quarter as well too. But Lang and the midfielders really need to lift.
Yeah, absolutely. And United, I would suggest, to be relatively happy with the quarter.
Yeah, they were. Murph was pretty happy, and so was Nick O'Neill. They talked about commitment. They talked about, okay, we've got to have composure now. They know that Kerang will come back at us. We're happy so far with the start, but at the same token, we've got to make sure of our possessions, both hand and foot.
Absolutely. Well, there we are at quarter time. It's a 28-point lead to the United side. And Shane, one of those stats was easy to see, wasn't it?
Well, it was. It was as clear as the nose on your face. Now 17-5 inside 50s. In fact, I'm a little bit shocked that Kerang even had 5 inside 50s because it didn't feel like it. And kind of felt as though United had about 30. It was absolutely dominant for that first 30 minutes by the Demons. And, yeah, I think, though, one thing, as we saw in the second semi-final, now Kerang, they will come out hard and they will need to be ready for that, United.
Well, they need to, Kerang, because let's face it, a big quarter here by United sees them go in, tails up at half-time, a young side really going. Compliments of Maccas. Let's get around the grounds for the A-grade netball.
Lake Boga with the first 4 goals of the second quarter. They lead 14 goals to 7 over Swan Hill, 6 minutes into the second term.
No breeze to speak of, boys. Is it still going to the McCallum Street end, or has it changed slightly?
No, I think it's still going to the McCallum Street end.
Okay, all right. Central umpire has the ball in hand, just waiting for a lot of the big crowd to still remove themselves from the ground. Great to see all the kids out having a kick of footy, wasn't it?
I'll tell you what else would be nice. Sorry, Stu, it'd be nice if the Seagulls
I was just going to say the Seagulls.
Oh, mate, what are the
This is like being at the MCG, boys, isn't it? Seagulls everywhere.
Stop throwing your chips out, Stewie. Bring him up here.
I'm not sure Stewie's throwing his chips out. No, not for the Seagulls anyway.
Absolutely not. Let's have a bit of a look. Umpires right. Yep, Grenfell starting deep. Second quarter. Every Stitch Counts scoreboard, 28-point lead to the Demons.
And we're underway. Lang gets it to Netsky, who just throws it on the boot. Quick kick forward. Now leading back in the chase, O'Shaughnessy. Gets around Jardine. Now O'Shaughnessy up towards half forward. Finds Erlandson, but just goes over his head. Can't take the mark. Ross at the back. Spots up Lang. He quickly gives the handball off to Kelly, running past. Inside 50, much better from the Blues. Good contest there between Everett and Kennedy. Kennedy, clever hands to Kelly. Kelly with a shot on goal for the Blues. Offline and through for a minor score. Their third blemish of the afternoon. That would have been the dream start for the second quarter for the reigning premiers. 4-6-30 United, Kerang 3 behinds. And that is on the Every Stitch Counts scoreboard.
Interestingly there, Hetherington was a little bit wide, just needed the 40 to come his way, didn't? As we see Corey Daniels doing the kicking in. Daniels goes to centre wing, speaking of Walsh, but he's gone from back pocket on one side to outer side wing on the other to take the mark. Now he wants to go short, will he? No, decides to unload. Goes from wing, deep into the forward line, looks down there, looking for Bingham, not able to find him, over the line and out of bounds, but fantastic transition here. Matt, current compliments of Boston's Conquest.
Yes, it was. We've talked about it even before the Batman and Robin, Corey and Joel Walsh. When Corey can kick it to Joel, and Joel can then kick it to the half-forward flank, that's a win for United.
So ball now half-forward over in front of the Leisure Centre. Here for the Demons. Ball tossed back into play. Kelly went with it, couldn't take it. Gillingham, was he taken high? Umpire said he was. No.
Kelly's had a little bit of it so far early in this second term. He was pretty well unsighted in the first term.
Needs to. Lang got a rev at quarter time. Tries to shove his opponent down the road. Doesn't. Ball comes forward. big leap, not able to be taken there by Thompson. The ball comes to ground. Where's the midfield runners for the Kerang side? They've got the ball in front, but wrapped up quickly before they can even get out of the half-forward line for the Demons. So the Demons forwards working really hard here, holding the ball in.
So Lang thumps it outside the stoppage. Utica, was he held without it? He was, said the umpire. It's Jordan. It'll be a free kick for the Demons. So Kerang, they've started well here in this second quarter, but United have steadied as Utica goes inside 50 and finds the coach in O'Neill, who marks 40 metres out, directly in front.
And that's a good pass there by Jordan Utica. He probably got a bit of a stuffed hammy as well too. And Nick O'Neill would have known that. He wouldn't have been looking for a big kick. So led into space and Jordan hit him up.
He wasn't looking. He was turning the other way and happened to look across his shoulder. The ball came his way.
Certainly the way Utica was walking inside 50 there, he is definitely carrying it as O'Neill's kick on goal. It's through for United fifth. They go to 5-6-36. O'Neill with his second. Kerang 3 straight behind. 2.5 minutes gone into the second term on the Every Stitch Count scoreboard.
And now that's a contender for the Cummins goal of the day. Magnificent kick into a slight breeze. But a kick through the football again. And we know over the years Nick O'Neill has kicked some great goals, whether it was playing with Wirranane or whether it was playing here with United.
I tell you the one thing, in front. They're playing in front. Utica on that occasion was in front, able to get the free kick, get the ball into O'Neill, who was in front again. Demons certainly in front on the scoreboard. The ball comes back. Ruckman go at it. Picked off here by Larkin. Shoots the ball out the back. Player goes to ground. That was Sterling. Central umpire called into play. And we'll call for a ball up. We've come laterally from the centre about 10 metres out. As getting up underneath was Baird, who just throws the ball back to the central.
So ball again back in play. Lang with the tap down only as far as Utica. Had it, lost it. Saville tries to burst his way through the contest. Can't do so. Wrapped up in a tackle by Heavyside. And we'll have another ball up. Still in the centre square here of the Swan Hill Wreckers. Lang with the tap down straight down the throat of Nitsky, but left it behind. All going in hard and low there was Heavyside. And again, we'll get another ball up. Still in the centre square with Jordan Utica, the last man up.
Oh, there's a lot of action happening on the ball here, and there, boys. A lot of man up.
It certainly is. And the Kerang midfielders are really taking on what Coach said at quarter time there to get more contested footy and get their hands dirty.
There's a little bit happening off the ball here too, boys.
Saville's into it too. He's got a job and he knows it. He's in hard, really, really hard. He's gone in hard, if you don't mind, against Brett Kennedy. The ruckman go out and Lang gets it over the back to Kelly. Kelly's kick. Well, he's kicked it while he's off balance a little bit. Comes forward. Ball comes out the back of the pack. Player trying to come through with the foot in front was Jardine. Whistle goes in and under. Central umpire gets the ball back. This time it is in the Blues forward 50. Just.
I've got to say, Jordan Utica was a real contender for the Cadunas Mechanical in 4-5-4 at this stage.
He certainly is. Heavyside took on the tackle. Umpire said no, give it to me. As the Demons asking the question, not getting the answer that they wanted, as Lang with the tap down over the back comes to Nitsky, bursts his way through. Nitsky with a goal, goes all the way to the goal line. And Campbell helps it through for a minor score. So 5-6-36 United, leading Kerang 4 straight behind. And that is on the Every Stitch Count scoreboard.
Good work there by Joel Campbell just to be in that goal square there. Acting as the goalkeeper there, you don't like usually to see that, but with that position there, it was very vital.
Kick from fullback again by Corey Daniels from fullback to outside centre wing. Great defensive positioning here for the Demons because they know that is 2, if not 3 kicks back in forward for the Blues. And the Blues at the moment are a long way behind.
And you talk about kicks advantage as well too. I mean, Corey and Joel Walsh are out of the United back line and kicking it 50, 60 metres as well too, get it forward for United.
So ball now taken away from the stoppage. Thompson with a clever tap got it to Gallo. His quick kick around the corner up to half forward. Josh Hunter happy to see it over for a boundary throw-in, which is exactly what will happen over in the leisure centre pocket at half forward for the Demons. 55 out from goal.
Compliments of Macca's showing that A-grade netball.
Yes, just quickly, Lake Bogus 17 leading Swan Hill 14, 13 minutes into the second quarter.
It ebbs and flows. Swans are down by about 5 or 6 and then they fight back. Free kick from the ruckwork will go the way of Lang for the Blues. Lowers his eyes, Player on the run of this. He cannot find him. Opportunity here for the Demons. If they can shark it, they can't. The ball handballed out the back. Now they can run onto it. Coming through the middle there. Can he get on the end of it? With Current. Dispossessed. Ball goes forward. Quick hands over the top. The Blues look by Kennedy. Tackle. Wrapped up. Free kick goes the way of the Demons. Oh, they're tough and hard. Their defensive side at the moment works really well for them.
They certainly are, Noel. They're really getting their hands on the footy and getting over the top of the ball.
So Sterling looking to switch the play, goes into the opposite pocket to Campbell. He goes short, just finds Curran, but he wants to take off and run. Good shepherd from behind there by Everett. Curran long up towards Thompson, over the back, couldn't mark. Well, he couldn't mark, but Sean Hunter did. And he takes a Swan Hill higher mark of the day contender, and he will look to take on Thompson and gets around him on the man on the mark with the handball to Jardine.
Well, that's the problem, because he looked down the ground. There was no height. He had to try and take him on and get a bit of run. The ball comes back inboard, picked off here by Gallo, been a good player. Gallo picks the ball down the ground. Coming through there is Jesse Clark. Gets it over to Kelly for Kerang. Goes in the middle of the ground and finds Lockie Ross on his own. Again, misses a target. Adam Baird was going to be the recipient. The Demons running fire through the middle of the ground. Again, the handball, this time under pressure for the Blues. Coming through the middle, this gets wrapped up in the tackle. Oh, the Demons had their chance. So did the Blues. Central umpire wins out.
Trying to lift at the moment the Kerang Blues through the player there and Marty Kelly and also Josh Nixie. They're lifting their work rate.
They are. Calamity of errors there from both teams. Really need to hit that target in the middle of the ground. They would have been away. Adam Baird all on his own, but missed. But in the end, comes down to Gallo, who dropped the mark. Probably should have taken it, then missed the target by hand. Hunter starting to get busy. Little hand by over the top to the heavy side. It'll be downfield. Are they stopping it? There should be advantage.
What's going on?
There had to be advantage there, because it's now a disadvantage for Kerang. So Hunter was held off the ball. Will it be downfield?
I think he's paying 50 metres. I don't know. I don't understand this one, but he's gone 50 metres down the ground. He's trying to explain it to Sterling.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the case. I mean, it's either down the foot. It's not a 50 metre. It should be down the field or a free kick back there, one of the two.
So in the end, what has happened is Hunter got rid of the handball, was given a free kick for a hold, and then it's become a 50-metre penalty with Hunter having a shot from 30 metres out and missing. So Kerang, 5 straight behind to start this grand final. 9 West United, 5, 6:36. 9 minutes into the second term on the Every Stitch Count scoreboard, and you are listening to 3SH Central Murray Live.
Boys, I think they're going to take a blanket around and try and see if they can raise the money to buy a goal here, Kerang. That's about the only way they're going to get one, I think, because Walsh this time does the kicking in from fullback. He does it. Daniels kicks it to the centre of the ground. Look at the runner sprint through the middle at the Bingham. Kicks it down long and it's standing on his own.
Daniels.
Grenfell goes an up and under towards Daniels, who gets crushed. Ball pushed wide. Was there a free kick? The umpire says no. The Blues want the handball. Daniels, clever. Just smothered the ball to hold it in deep in their forward line. You're right, Shane. Daniels was on his own. Grenfell had the opportunity. Oh, he says, did I go back and have a shot? He played the right thing, I think.
Well, he did the right thing. He probably just didn't do it well enough. He didn't get back off the mark quick enough, and then in the end, he had to lob the kick instead of being able to hit Daniels.
It was the execution, wasn't it?
It was, as Grenfell held off the ball there in the ruck.
Well, he gets his chance this time.
So you're right, Shuey, he will, as it's a free kick to Brandon Grenfell being held in that ruck contest, and he will kick 30 metres out, almost directly in front for United, and already they lead by 31 points before the kick.
It was there. Having said that, I think it might have been a little bit of mayonnaise on it.
There was certainly some mayonnaise on it. There's no doubt about that. But you're right, there was certainly a tug of the jumper. As Grenfell now looking for his first of the afternoon. He's kicked 85 for the season. He's still going to be looking for his first. He's missed. Through for a minor score. 5-7-37 United. Kerang 5 straight behinds, and that is on the Every Stitch Count scoreboard 10 minutes into the second term.
Big chance to just bury the Blues here, boys. Gone missing, Matty.
Yeah, certainly have. And United have controlled the first 11 minutes of this quarter as well too. So they need to take these opportunities because we know how good a side Kerang is.
From full back, it's Pay who tries to kick down the long at mark in the centre of the ground, though, by Erlinson. Erlinson controlling the marking contest. Well, nobody stands on the mark. He says, thank you, I'll take the extra 10. Kicks into the forward line. A big leap over the back by Grenfell. Oh, He just leaped about 1.5 metres off the ground, but enough to get over the top of Ross, and Grenfell at the back, a little bit acrobatic, has taken a mark and gets another chance.
And a real Swanhill higher mark of the day contender there, Noel.
Yes.
He used his height, he jumped, and he used his body weight as well too to make that space.
Grenfell starting to have an impact.
He is. He needs to kick a goal. He likes this one off the boot. Oh, look at him go, the Demon. 6 goals, 7:43, leading Kerang 5 behind. 4 minutes gone, second quarter, every discount scoreboard.
And you're right. I mean, they need to take advantage of this. The control they have of this game, United. I mean, they've been in the forward line plenty of times as well too. They just need to keep converting as well too, because we know Kerang are going to come back. They're a good side, and they're too proud to just lie down.
No, they certainly won't do that, Matt. As there is one thing that is for certain, they will fight back at some point. The question is, when will it come, and will it be too late? Because already it is out to a 38-point margin. Erlinson in the ruck against Lang, taken by Gallo, gets the handball to Zach Threadgold. He gets it forward to Shaughnessy, who left it behind, gets it back to Threadgold, mucking around with it a little bit here, the Demons. Through the hands of Daniels, has to go back to Walsh. Eventually, he kicks, goes down the line, not the best of passes. Taken by Heaviside. Now they're off and running, the Blues. Goes to Gillingham. Inside 50, looking for Kitchum. Can't mark. Spoiled away by Campbell. Getting in now is Hahn. They need a goal here, the Blues. They're not going to get it on this occasion. Hahn's kick falls right onto the chest of Jordan Utica, and he comes out wide and finds Ethan Curran.
Just filled in the gap there, Utica. Experienced footballer. Finds the player out wide. There's a little push at the back. Oh, the umpire lets it roll. The ball comes forward of the pack. Pay with the footy, just unloads towards the scoreboard. It's not a very happy-looking scoreboard out there so far as the Blues are concerned. The marking opportunity not taken. In fact, it goes over the line and out of bounds, just as the Blues were some semblance of a chance. Coach dropped the mark, in fact, on the boundary line and the outer side. And the boundary umpire gets the ball to bring it into play. 6-7-43 United, Kerang 5 behind. Every discount scoreboard.
So inside defensive 50 for the Demons. Erlinson with a big thump away from the stoppage. Back there was Gillingham. And beating him to the ball, though, was O'Shaughnessy. Both fighting, scrapping for it eventually. It will be a 0-0 draw, says the umpire, and we'll have a ball up at between wing and half-back for the Demons.
Demons doing all the attacking and prepared to run off half-back. 6 goals, 7. Really setting it up. And here's another chance. Bolton sharks the forward move by the Blues. Gets the handball. Whistle. Free kick. Should go the way of the Blues. Does. At the back. Ross with the footy. Centre wing out of side. Wants some movement forward of the football. None forthcoming. Or had to in the end go short. Looks for a teammate down the ground. Mark taken in the middle there by Kitchum for the Blues. He's got a player wide. Will he decide to use him? He does. Comes out wide. Finds Josh Hahn.
Hahn inside 50. Long kick looking for Kennedy. Can't mark. Still with Kennedy, Threadgold slaps it away from him. Erlinson had it, lost it. Now comes to Lang. Lang gets the handball away. Kennedy wheels around onto the right boot with the snap all the way to the goal line. Does it get there? Well, Walsh and Bolton, even in the end, they spoiled each other, but they're happy to see it through for another minor score. Kerang 6 straight behind United. 6-7-43, 14, nearly 15 gone in the second term on the Every Stitch Count scoreboard.
What they wouldn't pay for a big marking forward at the moment, Kerang. They've got nobody there. All the smalls are out there. Certainly Kennedy having a look at their coats as well. Can't find a big marking target as it is. The Demons come through the middle of the ground. Lovely football. Big mark taken by Nick O'Neill.
Thompson on the wing.
Ducks and weaves. Doesn't want to use him. Comes straight down the ground. And why wouldn't you? You've got Grenfell lurking. Grenfell, he dropped it. Come off the chest. Good defensive play here by the Blues. Comes to Kelly. Marty wants the long raking handball. Does. Gets it. Kick down the ground. Here, can they find Hahn on the burst? They can. Needs to get it short. He's got a teammate down the ground, not able to get it over his head and out of bounds. Just not able to get there. Tyson Klingon right in front of Glenn Stewart. Compliment the ball. Concrete.
Yeah, unlucky there for the Kerang side. The Tyson Klingon was out. It just couldn't get the bounce of the footy to get it in his hands.
Almost the story of the first quarter and a half for the Blues. It gets out the back now to Nitsky, who goes long inside 50. Poor kick, though, not to the advantage of Coates, who has to try to outmark Campbell. Can't do so. Campbell happy to see it over for a boundary throw-in right on defensive 50 for United. But again, Nitsky there just poor kick in the end. Coates had one out with Campbell, and it wasn't to his advantage.
And the thing is, you talked about having that big tall forward as well too. United have got the Grenfell to go through as well too. Kerang at the moment haven't got that tall forward to kick to. They're just trying to hit up a small option.
Grenfell, Erlinson, O'Neill, all been in the play for the Demons. The ball carries the pack out the back. Nobody can get onto it. Looking for the Demons. Player held. The umpire sits out. Says no, leave it with me. Now he's going to call for it. Marty Kelly will be the last man up. Is getting up with him there at Braden Bingham. But, I can't help but agree. Diskey through the middle of the ground. The goals are way over here. He's kicked it toward the scoreboard on the outer side. Just plays into the Demons' hands.
So Bingham on the outside didn't take possession. Eventually off hands. O'Shaughnessy had the same problem. As it ball's bouncing around, comes to Jardine. Eventually gets it to heavy side. Just throws it on the boot inside 50. Not going to register a score with that. Kennedy, though, did really well. Kennedy starting to get dangerous inside 50. Free kick there to the Blues. It will be. Eye contact.
Coates.
It'll go to Coates. It was definitely there. And Troy Coates will have the shot on goal. And if ever a team needs this, it is the Blues. So Troy Coates, he'll be kicking from over in the scoreboard pocket, hard against the boundary line. He'll kick from about 25 from goal.
When was the last time we said 17-minute mark of the second Kerang goalless?
So Coates, he's done it many times in the past on this day, but he can't do it here. It's across the face and a minor score. 7 straight behinds Kerang, trailing United 6-7-43. Nearly 18 minutes gone in the second term, and that is on the Every Stitch Count scoreboard.
And have a look at the setup here again, because Daniels has got Utica if he wants to use him. Doesn't. Takes the full complement, bang, centre wing, absolute set play, ball comes forward, off the hands of the pack, runners through there, not able to get on the interval. That's a free kick every day of the week. High contact, and in fact there's going to be a card come out. Will be a yellow card, is it? Oh, gee, that was a big card going up. Ethan Curran's got the free kick on the outer side. No, yep, yellow card. Coming off the ground.
Brett Kennedy.
Brett Kennedy. So there goes one of the key forwards for the Blues. And we have to wait for the change over here.
He's just starting to get in the game a little bit. He was unsighted, obviously, because the ball didn't go down there in the first quarter, but he was just starting to lift his work rate around the pack situations in the forward line. So that's a big loss for them, and obviously they're down a player.
Yep.
So United now through Corey Daniels, through Ethan Curran rather, on the far side. Goes long down the line. Big pack, Lang and Larkins. Lang didn't quite take the mark in the end. Off hands, comes to Josh Hunter. Gets the handball away. Kerang will look to run through the corridor. Finds up Jardine. Good work. Gets the handball to Hahn. Took the tackle on. Eventually got rid of Everett. Then got boot the ball. High up and under kick. Again, big pack. Good mark there. Tyson Slinger. Wheels and goes. Coates one out there with Threadgold. Coates does well. Breaks through tackles. Beats the handball off. Gets it to Hahn. Goes long inside 50. Can't take the mark though. Purcell at the back. Sitting back in the hole. O'Neill takes it for the Demons.
Yeah, held on to it enough. Comes out wide. Finds a little bit of run across half back. Goes through the middle of the ground. Looks for Daniels. Normally good with the footy. Is on this occasion. Gets it out wide to Threadgold. Zach goes centre wing-ish. Does. Finds a teammate on the run to Thompson, who just links the football up, and here go the Demons again.
They do. Curran inside 50, marked by Riley Daniels. Can go over the top to Grenfell if he wanted to. Decides to ignore that. So Daniels now instead, he will go back. Taking the mark about 40 from home over in the leisure centre pocket.
Time on.
And it'll be a tough kick from there, Matt Curran.
Yeah, it certainly will be, but that just shows the difference between the two teams today. I mean, United were able to bring that out of the back line just through hand and foot and speed as well too. And now United forward is having a shot for goal.
And the other thing that United are doing much better than Kerang, they're hitting their targets when they go inside 50. There's Daniels. Tough kick for the Demons all the way to the goal line. Off hands. Hunter happy to see it over for a boundary throw-in hard against the goalpost for United.
It is 6 goals, 7 to 7 behind. We are into time on in the second quarter. Every Stitch Count scoreboard. 6-7, play 7 behind from the ruck work. Comes forward. It was a little tap forward. The umpire on the wrong side. Calls for the ball up. And it will be right in front of the goal for the Demons.
Just quickly around the grounds, thanks to Macca, Swan Hill, Lake Boga, 23, leading Swan Hill, 18, 7 minutes into the third quarter. Off hands now, held without the ball. Probably should have been a free kick going to Gillingham. In the end, O'Neill with the quick snap though. Offline, through for a minor score. United 6-8-44 leading Kerang 7 straight behind. 21 minutes into the second quarter on the Every Stitch Count scoreboard.
Playing a good game, O'Neill.
37 points up. The Demons kick from full back. No marking power out there at all. This stage for the Blues, they just cannot get on the end of them. They're trying the old crash and bash. Cardine is one of those players who's having to do the grunt work. But even when, if he picked the football up, he would look down the ground and see there are 3 Demon defenders behind in the defensive zone.
So Larkins with the tap gets it on the outside to Bingham, who goes inside 50. Thompson front position, couldn't take the mark. Off hands. Now taken by Daniels, handball to O'Neill. He goes inboard as well, finds Utica. He can give it to Curran, decides to kick. Probably wasn't the right option in the end. High up and under kick, those marked by Lockie Ross, 20 metres out from his defensive goal.
Gee, we're saying that a lot, just out from their defensive area here, and it's the Blues, finally with a little bit of paddock space on the outer side, take on the run of Dom Gallo. Oh, it's always risky. Not able to keep it in the field. The play close to the boundary line. High. Lucky to get out of that free kick going the way of the Blues. Now we'll have to come back and go behind the free kick area. Joel Walsh, centre wing outer side, stands the mark where the Blues trying to find some forward movement. Not able to do so. I notice Lang has gone deep.
So Hahn it is. Goes backwards to Clark, who marks. Looking to come back through the corridor here, the Blues. He goes to Ross. Make him in the middle if he can go there now. Does. Make him marks. So right in the centre circle. Now they look to come wide again to the Blues. Looking to spread the Demons' defence. Little handball over the top. Finds Jesse Clark. Now they run from behind. Clark inside 50, but getting back. Daniels, the story. Couldn't quite take the mark, but he was able to get it to Threadgold, who's kicked down the line. It's just a little bit too much on it for Max Thompson, who goes over the boundary line for a throw-in.
There's just no system going forward for the Kerang side. They're just kicking and hoping at the moment. There's just no one up there presenting for them, being a focal target for them, and this is unlike Kerang.
Well, they've got one short out there, so I suppose at the moment the Demons could just set that player across half-back and beat off, and the ball comes forward from the ruckman. Not able to get it clearly was Larkin. Central umpire will be called into play. We are 24-minute mark of the second quarter. 6-8-44, plays 7 behind 2024 grand final, and it is the Demons putting on a masterclass at the moment.
Just quickly around the ground, thanks to Macca. Swan Hill Lake Boga 24, leading Swan Hill 20, 10 minutes into the third quarter in the A-grade netball grand final, as we're going to get a free kick. It's for high contact. It will go the way of United, and Jordan Utica, who is an early contender for the Cadenas Mechanical and 4x4 best on ground. He has had some first half.
He certainly has had a great first half.
Utica, half-back, kicks with the footy on the outer side. Intercept hand got in there by Baird. Sees the ball close to the boundary line for Kerang, but here's their problem. Numbers. They just cannot get any clear outside run. It's certainly the Demons, and even if they did, again, we look forward into the back half defence for the Demons, and back there on his own, basically, Corey Daniels. Dangerous player to have roaming around.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to have him by himself. With a 60-metre leg on him as well, too. He gets it in, he puts it straight in the attack for United.
So ball over the back. Nitsky had it, lost it. He's quickly claimed in a tackle, and we'll get another ball up centre wing here, far side of the ground, with United leading by 37 points here. We're at late stages in this second term. Off hands. Gallo got the handball away to Utica, who had his handball smothered. Eventually comes out now towards Nitsky, who can give the handball to Baird. Further on, he does eventually. Just waited a little bit too long, though. Now Baird had that option closed down. Quick kick inside 50 over the head of Hetherington. Walsh at the back. Cool as a cucumber takes it and spots up Jaden Sterling at half-back over on the far side of the ground.
I could read Hetherington's lips there as they said, any chance you blokes could actually hit me up on the lead. It just was another scramble kick forward. This time, it's the Demons at the footy. Again, that long kick just to a pack situation. They're happy to do that because they know on the outside of a pack, they've been able to get the run. Boundary umpire not required. Central umpire has it. Outer side, Demons into attack deep in this second quarter. They'd be loving this. Just hold it up. Strangle the Blues forward line. They're doing that. The kick goes forward. There's Hetherington. Again, the ball, a kick up and under. Not able to get on the end of it. Coming through the middle, the Demons kicking to the forward line. Again, the second grab. He take it not. Demons in trouble. Kick by Ross to the outer side. Marked by Baird. Not taken. Plain as the call. Sells around. Gets a bit of coverage on the distance with the kick. Looks for it and finds Lang where his arm's chopped. No. Big handball out the back. Sees the opportunity here for the Demons. Comes wide. Gets out there and finds Threadgold, who drills the ball down the throat of Ethan Saville.
He does. So Saville marks. Looks to come back through the corridor. Spots up Campbell Everett, who then runs his full measure. Goes forward looking for Larkins. They've got loose players everywhere here, United. Larkins just has to send it inside 50. He does.
Quick.
Grenfell has a couple to beat at the back. Can't do so. Wasn't to his advantage. Ross reading it best. And Ross, well, if it hasn't been for him, I reckon they'd be nearly 10 goals down at the moment, Kerang. As Ross will be called to on the ball to come back and go back over his mark.
Can't be long to go in this quarter. It's the second quarter. Ross comes across the ground, finds Jesse Clark. Clark picks it down the ground to Sean Hunter. Been quiet today, Sean, by his standard. Kick. May wants it on the centre wing. The kick goes inboard. Leave it as the call as it carries the pack. Lovely hands over the top there by Threadgold. Sees the space open up for the Demons. Now coming through there at the back was Grenfell. Put his big frame in. Grenfell. Oh, spins around. Four moves and Shane Fleming out on the nightclub dance floor. You just see that, you bloke. Grenfell just spun around and brought up his second every sit count scoreboard. Oh, the Demons. It's a 7-8 ranked 7 behind.
And that's got to be a Cummins goal that they contended, probably even on the podium already. They're only halfway through the game as well too. But again, that was just by Kerang, a slow movement of the footy, just picking and hoping United were able to put pressure on the contest, were able to turn it over, were able to just quick kicks through to key targets. Grenfell there contested footy, followed up, picked the ball up off the ground and snapped a good goal.
Absolutely.
They've got all the answers at the moment, have United. Lang with a tap down to Kelly, gets it to Baird, long kick inside 50, and again, all United back there. They could have raffled it in the end. Joel Walsh said, I'll have it, thanks. He takes the mark inside defensive 50 and goes wide to Zach Threadgold.
Etherington looked around and he could count 4 defenders, and the ball was not kicked anywhere near him, so clearly it's going to be the Demons. Now they've got to play a loose on the wing if they want to use him. Don't. They decide to go down the ground. Lang should get a hand in the middle. Did he mark it? Hits. The ball comes out through Baird. Baird starting to get a little bit busy, but here's the problem. The Blues go forward. Nobody back. Gisham has the footy in front of him. Still can't pick it up. Bouncing around underneath. He comes out the back to Hetherington. Oh, it's a throw. Hetherington. And missed anyway. But it's a throw, and the free kick will be taken here.
And that was just pressure, Noel, as well too. You know, Riley Gitcham there just felt the pressure of the contest there. Couldn't pick the ball up cleanly, and in the end, he gave away a free kick there by throwing the ball.
In the end, Baird there with a horrible inside 50, because not only was it not for the advantage, he actually had Josh Hahn and Ryan Gillingham all on their own at centre-half forward, and instead of centering the ball, they've just gone down the line into the pocket like they've done for the last 60 minutes, and they've turned it back over. Erlinson, centre wing. Gives the handball off to Saville. Goes long inside 50. Grenfell. One out. Grenfell! On the chest. And it is all coming up red and blue at the moment.
The big boys.
Grenfell taking the mark inside 50. 30 metres out directly in front of goal.
We talk about those big targets, didn't we, Noel? I mean, who Kerang haven't got and what United got down the other end here. You know, Erlinson there was a kick down the line target. He took that mark. He was able to play on. Got it to Saville. Down to a big target and Grenfell.
Brandon Grenfell now with his team leading by 43 points in the shadows of the halftime siren. Looking for his third of the quarter. Has put it through. And the Demons, they go to 8-8-56. They lead Kerang 7 straight behind. It's a 49-point margin, 30 minutes into the second term on the Every Stitch Count scoreboard.
Yeah, great effort there by Grenfell. Just the last 5 minutes or so, he's really put on a performance. He was struggling a little bit at full forward. He was under, two tags on him, but he seems to have broken those shackles now. And a great snap goal a few moments ago, and then a beautiful mark and goal. And he's starting to become a candidate for the Cadinas Mechanical and 4x4.
Lang from the ruckwork gets the ball paddled over the back. He was looking for Nitsky, but Nitsky had plenty of company because it's hot in the kitchen. Very, very hot. Well, a 28-point lead at quarter time at half-time has blown right out to a 49-point lead for the United Football Club. What a performance here, the first half. Kerang, 7 behinds. Just 7 behinds. United 8-8-56. Kerang 7 behinds. Before we take a break, Shane, compliments of Macca's, the A-grade netball.
Yeah, around the ground thanks to Macca's. Lake Boga 29, leading Swan Hill 22 at 3/4 time.
All right, we'll take this break. 3SH Central Murray Live.
The Harvey Norman Swan Hill.
It's time for the Central Murray Football Netball League Top 5 preliminary final week. Number 1, it's Nathan Bissett here from Mallee Eagles, getting a nice hand pass and finishing with the left foot. Number 2, it's Ethan Curran here from Nyah West United, going back against the flow. A great right-booted finish. Number 3, Corey Daniels, Nyah West United, a good pick up out the back. He had to think quick and did, and finished well. Number 4, it's Ethan Curran here from Nyah West United. A good grab, plays on, don't argue, puts it through. Number 5, we're looking for a serious climb here. Jaden Post, Mallee Eagles. Look at him go. It was horizontal.
Hear that? That's the sound of perfection. There's nothing better than a full-bodied, rich yet so elegant, soft and fruity drop, the fire close by, and of course, the footy. That's the Australian good life bottled. Settle in this footy season with Andrew Peace Wines, proud sponsor of local football and netball across the Mallee.
On 1332 3SH is Central Murray Live for Graham Hayes Real Estate, Club Barham, Harvey Norman Swan Hill, and Holt Mitsubishi Hyundai and Isuzu.
Grand final day at the Swan Hill Recreation Reserve, the half-time show, compliments of The Guardian. And Shane, I'm sure that at the moment it's all going to be a little bit of red and blue so far as the Guardian is concerned, all over the back and front pages the way they're going at the moment.
Well, as long as it continues the way it has, Noel, and I know we keep saying it, at some point Kerang are going to come back, at some point they're going to come back, but my goodness me, they're leaving their run very run, very late, I should say. Yeah, United, it's just, I don't think anyone envisaged this happening at the start of the day. I think, if anything, we thought, it might be a tight game at half-time, if not a Kerang blowout, but we did not see United putting on a 49-point lead at the break.
Collingwood supports the concrete. Boys down the boundary. It is an absolute exhibition at the moment. Kerang, as I said earlier on, cannot even buy a goal, I don't think.
No, they can't, and they're getting smashed around the footy by the Demons at the moment. There's 2 or 3 Demons at every contest, and they're playing some really good footy. I mean, Nick O'Neill, it's been their big blokes. Nick O'Neill, Erlinson's done some really good stuff. Obviously, we know Joel Walsh is a great player. Grenville broke the shackles there in that second term, and a couple of other players. And Blake Larkins, I think, is on top there of Nick Lang. Matty,
Utica, I think, as well. Utica's been jumping.
Utica, but the other side of that as well, too. I mean, the Kerang haven't got many good players because of the pressure from United. I mean, if you look at it, they haven't had time and space. Every time they've used the footy, it's been a quick kick. It's been, without direction as well, too. The speed of the United players around the packs and out in the open as well, too, is really hurting Kerang.
Absolutely. I know they've got a Demon supporter sitting over at Donald Wayne, Shane O'Shea, listening in, and Demon, if you don't mind, and he's absolutely delighted with the scoreline. I just can't believe it, Matty, when you think about it. The Kerang side, they go forward, and there is absolutely A, no movement across our forward, and B, on most occasions, rarely a player.
And that's the thing as well, too. They're pushing high up as well, too. There's no one there. United are actually holding their structure quite well. How many times did we see the ball being kicked to Corey Daniels or Joel Walsh by themselves? It wasn't even being outmarked, against their opponent, actually by themselves as well too. And that's what I mentioned. I mean, there's the pressure by the United players up forward to put pressure on the kicker or the handball of the Kerang side, who just turned it over. And really, we talked about at the start of the game about who would settle the best. Kerang just don't seem to have settled yet at all. And they're the experienced one who we would have thought they would have been fine.
Shane, pre-game coach, he said, we don't want to be a side that can, be dictated to or be worked out too simply. Well, I tell you what, both are occurring.
Well, they are at the moment, and they don't have any answers, Noel, and everything that they try to do, it's not working. So we saw at one point there, Sean Hunter was swung from defensive forward, and he's had no impact at all. And, I mean, you can look through, we go through Nyah's lineup, and just about every one of their players is having a contribution.
Yep.
Even the lesser lights and the depth players. The 4 guys that started on the bench are all having an impact, like Riley Daniels has come on, and he's been really good up forward.
He has.
But you look at Kerang's side, and they're better players, they're stars, they're champions of this era. They're not getting anywhere near it. And you look at, Ryan Gillingham hasn't had much impact. Sean Hunter's another one. Heavyside hasn't really done too much. Nitsky hasn't been to his same high level. Pertzell's hardly been sided. Brad Pay's even had not a lot of the footy, not like he normally does. These guys, they're just not having the impact that they normally do. Now, there's one of 2 ways you can look at that. One, it's just not going Kerang's way at the moment. Or 2, there's a lot of improvement left in them. And when you look at it, they are 8 goals behind, but we've seen teams, a la Balranald in the elimination final, come from behind at half-time to win as well.
But even you talk about that, whether they've got something in it, when they've been coming off at the bench, in the second quarter, there's been no emotion, there's been no encouragement from their side as well too. They're very flat. Kerang are normally an up-and-about side. They talk to their teammates and they're really chirpy with each other as well too. There's been none of that in this first half.
It didn't help them that they were 1 player short there for a little while too at the end, where Grenville started to get on top. They couldn't double team down the back half, so it just took away the advantage to try and hold. And of course, as we saw, red time goals are just so important. And to go in at half-time with a 49-point lead, not only the 49-point lead, but the way they're almost demoralising the Blues side at the moment.
And where would they be without Lockie Ross, the Kerang side?
They'd be 10 down.
10 down, easy.
Absolutely. Compliment of Mac and Shane, the live score in the netball.
8 minutes into the final quarter, and Lake Boga 34 leads Swan Hill 27. So 7 minutes left in that grand final, and the Magpies, they are at the moment on the cusp of breaking a 59-year premiership drought.
They went in at phase, but it doesn't matter, as we've seen throughout the day already. You're listening to the halftime show, compliments of The Guardian. Catch up with all the information. Shane's done a magnificent job, not only this week, but in recent weeks, in fact, all season. There's been a lot of work going in, not only by he, but by the team at the Swan Hill Guardian. They've done a magnificent job. At half-time, it is a fantastic 49-point lead to the Demons. They are 8 goals, 8. They kicked 4 in the first and 4 in the second. 8:56. Kerang 7 behind. We'll take a break. 3 stage, Central Murray Live.
Harvey Norman, Swan Hill, Barham, Graham Hayes Real Estate, and Holt Mitsubishi Hyundai and Isuzu Ute in Central Murray Live on 3SA.
Whether you're on the farm or at the footy, herding cattle or herding family, staying ahead of the news is crucial. That's why the Weekly Times is dedicated to delivering the agricultural news that matters to rural communities. Subscribe today for Wednesday paper home delivery, plus unlimited online access, rewards and more, all for just $4 a week. Visit theweeklytimes.com.au/save. Minimum cost $16. Conditions apply. Home delivery is not available in all areas and delivery may incur an additional mail contractor fee.
The 3SH Community Diary. Online now at 3sh.com.au. Know what's happening in your local community. For Peter Walsh, member for Murray Plains at peterwalsh.org.au.
I'm Brian White, Chairman of the Ray White Group. The Ray White Group has grown from a tin shed in a railway goods yard to over 1,000 offices in 9 countries. We deliver more local, national and international buyers than any other real estate group. Our success and growth is built on core family values, leadership and over a century of proven results, and we intend to keep it up by selling your home for more. It's all part of the Ray White know-how. Find your local agent at raywhite.com.
Get your aircon ready before the warm weather kicks in. Whether you need repairs to your current system or it's time for a brand new one, Gary Schmidt Electrical are the guys to do it. Get the cool air flowing with Gary Schmidt Electrical. GarySchmidtElectrical.com.au.
Australia is a sports haven, and in any sports mad nation, there's a whole swoop of iconic sports fields, stadiums, ovals and grounds. And our most iconic grounds are watered by Rainbird, like Optus Stadium, the crown of the West. Just 4 years in, and already it's played host to Australia's biggest events. Test cricket, the AFL Grand Final. Optus Stadium might be young, but how many champions will it raise? And its field is watered by Rainbird. Smarter irrigation, the intelligent use of water.
Kids, are you ready for the best night of the week at Tooleybuck Sporting Club? Every Wednesday, drag those parents of yours along to Tooleybuck Fusion and Takeaway, where they'll think they're getting the good end of the deal. But really, if you're under 12, you'll get a free meal combo with every main meal your parents buy. Free meals and free mini golf too. It's lunch or dinner with a side of adventure. So join the fun every Wednesday at the Tooleybuck Sporting Club.
Discover the savings at TJ Stock Feeds. Buy in bulk and enjoy top quality brands like Black Hawk, Tobber, True Blue, Felix and more for your pet. Convenient parking and drive-through service makes shopping a breeze. Plus, they're much more than just pet food. They stock fencing, seed, chemicals and horse feed from trusted names like Highgain and Prides. You can even chat to them about price matching. No need to leave town. Visit TJ Stock Feeds in Kerang and start saving today.
Hey, what's up? My name's Tony, but the guys at kickboxing call me Toothy Tone. That's because of a little accident 6 months ago. Luckily, I got into Stacey's Denture Clinic and now have a proper mouth guard to protect the rest. And they're even setting me up with a denter. So if you're gearing up for a big sports season, let's see the team at Stacey's Denture Clinic today. Phone 5033 1788.
On 1332 3SH in Central Murray Live for Graham Hayes Real Estate, Club Barham, Harvey Norman Swan Hill and Holt Mitsubishi Hyundai and Isuzu Ute.
3SH, Central Murray Live, and in the 2024 Grand Final it is a 49-point lead to the United combination. The young, exuberant, youthful, whatever you want to call them, outside run demon, at this stage demoralising the Kerang Blues, who cannot and have not scored a goal. Third quarter coming up, Euston Club Resort. You'll love relaxing by the mighty Murray River. Down on the boundary, of course, we've got Glenn Stewart, Matt Curran up in the broadcast box, Shane Fleming and Noel Watson. Boys on the boundary, compliments of Mawson's Concrete. Matty.
I thought you were talking about Stewie's private sponsor, the Euston Club. So, but look, it's been a really amazing first half here. I mean, we've all expected Kerang to come out and be so consistent, so disciplined, and really be the team to beat. United just played all over them as well too. And Stewie, if you were coaching in there today, what would you be saying at half time?
Careful.
We're on live on air. He wouldn't be obviously very happy, and they've just got to get their hands on the footy. That's been their biggest thing, and stop blazing away when they do get their hands on the footy. They've just been completely outplayed so far. They've just got to get back to basics, I think. People like Marty Kelly have got a lift, Gillingham's got a lift, Shawnee Hunter, Sam Heaviside, all their on-ballers. Apart from, Nick's gone okay, but not by his usual standards. So, I think they've got to play accountable football, and they've just got to have a crack.
Kerang, Shane, just doesn't look like the Kerang of 2024 to me. That looks like their finals flat or something.
Well, look, and you're probably right, Noel. They've only played one game in the last 28 days. So they played the semi-final, in which case they were 16 points behind at half-time. They came from behind in that game to record a really good win, but this is a lot further back for them here, and they haven't got probably the run in the legs. Yes, they'll be fresher, but are they match-fit and match-hardened after having not played one game in a month? Well, I suppose time will tell, but I'll tell you what, one thing that needs to happen, they need to get a move on. They need to do it in the first 15 minutes, because if they don't, it'll be game over.
Mentally, they've got to be tuned right into this.
Oh, they certainly do. And the thing is, though, they've probably got to change a few things up. I mean, I know Lang's been good in the ruck, but I mean, they've been missing that tall target. Do they throw him forward as an option as well too? We've seen what United have done, with Brentford and Erlinson and Nick O'Neill down forward as well too. Is that an option they need to think about as well?
Well, they need to do something, and why not try it? Because they can throw Nitsky into the ruck. They can put Lang down forward. All these sorts of moves, but they need to do them. And not only do they need to do them, but they need to work, Glenn Stewart. It's okay to throw them around, but they actually have to get a couple of them to work.
Yeah, that's right. And, they've got to just work their butts off to get back into the context.
Well, the other one that they could throw forward, who's done it in the past, is Brad Pate.
Yep.
Yeah, true.
So is he maybe an option? Because they're getting absolute. In fairness to Brad, he's not giving them much off half-back at the moment today. He is. So get him forward and get him in the game and see if he can do something there. Just quickly around the ground, thanks to Macca's Swan Hill. Final score through in the A-grade netball, and Lake Boga are premiers. 40 goals to 28. So their last premiership was in 1965, Lake Boga. If my maths is correct, Stewie, and to you, being a maths teacher, I hope it is, that's 59 years for Lake Boga. So well done to the Magpies.
Stewie wasn't born then.
No, I was about, yes. Don't worry about that. I think it might have been 5.
I was giving it here.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Noel. Yeah, great result for Lake Boga. I know they've worked really hard, undefeated all the season, and and last year they went through, were tied at full time and then lost in extra time.
There'll be no celebrations either, I wouldn't have thought, would there?
No, I think the coach has actually got to go to India tomorrow, so she might have taken it a little bit easier.
Let's see what happens here with the Kerang combination. There's 49 points deficit at half-time. No goals at all. Haven't troubled the goal scorer column. And it is United. 8 goals, 8. Up front, big Brandon Grenfell has 3. Pre-game, I thought if he kicks 7, they win. Well, I tell you what, he's got some teammates out there. Having said that, Kerang are not doing themselves any favour by the way they are going forward. They are just spraying the ball in. That just suits the Demons, who across half-back have been able to get the footy and break really wide.
Just broke in there, Noel. I just spoke to Stewie King. Nathan Bissett won the best player on the ground in the reserves for Mallee Eagles.
Well done.
Number 15.
Yep, congratulations. Sonny Beatty was the best on in the Colts, and Lockie Heil in the under-15s for the Swan Hill and Lake Boga side.
So boys, just a few moves, with Sean Hunter and Brad Pate both in the forward line for Kerang this quarter.
Okay, Ruckman getting settled. Central umpire has the ball. Lang sets himself with the football. This is a massive quarter for 2. 1, Kerang need to A, score, and B, hold. And the Demons, if they can conjure up about 3 or 4 goals and even hold Kerang to the same, it is going to be a long way back. Massive quarter coming up. Houston Club Resort scoreboard at the moment. It's a 49-point lead to the Demons. Central umpire surveys the scene. Only players out there at the moment other than about 150 seagulls. Ambles End has the football in hand, and the goal umpires almost are ready. They are. Everybody's readiness? Third quarter about to get underway. Central umpire has the footy. It's a 49-point lead to the Demons. Houston Club Resort scoreboard. You'll love relaxing by the Murray River. Here we go.
Strap yourselves in. Big 10 minutes here in the context of the 2024 season. Kerang through Marty Kelly. First clearance offhand. Hunter went in hard and low. Was probably taken a little bit high there. No free kick. Not the handball forward to Kelly, who just couldn't quite get on the end of it. Now Everett just hacks it forward for the Demons. Gets it up towards wing, but can't find a teammate. Eventually comes to Clark. He goes long inside 50. Walsh sitting back there. Takes
good
the mark. So Joel Walsh, ever reliable in defence for the Demons, takes the intercept mark.
In front of Brad Pay. Takes the kick to Walsh. Goes wide. Massive leap on the outer side. Free kick. It will go the way of the Blues. Non-realistic attempt or a shepherd, whichever you want. And the ruckman has the football, and that's Lang. Nick unloads the centre half forward. That won't help his forwards. Oh, going in really hard. Spread goals. Will he get up underneath? He will. The kick comes wide. A chance for the Demons. A diving attempt. No, not as needed. Zach O'Shaughnessy lost the speed. Gets on the end of it. Kicks it deep towards the centre line. Big fist over the back. The ball goes forward from Hahn. The Demons come out the back of it. Not able to get it there. Called for. Not holding the ball.
A Kerang player down after that marking contest as well too. I mean, Threadgold was one who came back into the contest, but it was a Kerang player down.
Diddydale, yeah. Out of side, players been stopped. So Shane, just again compliments to Mac as that final score in the A grade netball.
Yeah, Lake Boga 40 have defeated Swan Hill 28. So the Magpies premiers in the A grade in season 2024. Their first A-grade premiership since 1965, so a long, long time between drinks for the Magpie faithful, as Dibsdale is now on his feet and making his way off the ground.
Or not.
Perhaps,
maybe.
So we're going to get play underway. As back here, it's half forward for the Kerang side as Saville takes it, throws it on the boot. Coming the other way was Ellison, got a bad bounce. Ross, who was pretty good in the first half, kicks them inside 50, but sitting behind the play is Daniels, who takes the mark.
Double teaming because Daniels was there and Walsh was able to provide a little bit of space for him. Speaking of space, Ethan Curran has plenty on the outer side. Just easily picks the football up, comes back inboard to the hard-working, hard-running Walsh, who kicks from half-back to the centre of the ground, well weighted, over the head of O'Shaughnessy. A chance for Blake. Gets the handball over the top. Now, this is the Blues chance through Marty Kelly. Needs to find a target. Oh, and up and under. Goodness me. Brad Pay, Dibsdale, they're all going to get swamped here. Oh, the ball comes forward of the pack. Fortuitously bounces for Nitsky. Josh Nitsky. Shot on goal. Nitsky. The board. Josh Nitsky. First goal for the Kerang side. Desperately needed. 3 minutes in. United, 88-56, Kerang, 1-7-13. Houston Club Resort scoreboard, Stewie.
Yeah, it certainly was. Good work by Marty Kelly here. A little bit of confusion there across half-back by the Demons defenders. Good goal. Obviously, they needed that goal. Let's see if they can now get a run of goals.
Like about 6.
Yes.
Back in the middle. 421. Josh Nitsky. He will be in there along with Kelly and Heavyside, so they've got all the big hitters to the Blues, along with Nick Lang, who taps it down, tries to get it to Kelly, who goes over his head. Coming the other way, Lucas Utica wanted a free kick, won't get it. And it'll be a ball up still inside the centre square.
I'm thinking predictability here. Becoming very predictable here. Lang just pushes it wide. The Blues get their extra player back. Coming back onto the ground there is Kennedy, so full complement. A chance for him on this side if he wants it, can't get it. Kicked out wide. Player in the middle, I think it's Bed. Cop one in that ruck work. The ball comes with the Blues on the outer side, ducking, weaving. Finally a lowering of the eyes. Kicked it inboard, looks for Hunter. Oh, just beautifully at the back there by Daniels, who just dribbles it through the middle. Look for the big ruckman, dropped what he should have taken. A chance for the Blues to recover. Diving forward, not able to get it. The Blues come out the back. Good football here by Jesse Clark.
So Clark gets to Klingon. He goes inside 50. Kennedy the target. Right there with him was Threadgold, a free kick. Go the way of Threadgold against Kennedy for a hold.
Absolutely.
As Adam Baird coming from the field in a little bit of discomfort as The mark is taken for the Demons by Jordan Utica in the back pocket.
Major contender, isn't he, Utica, for our Cadiz Mechanical and 4x4 best on. The ball held in play. Coming through there was Lang. Lifted his ratings. He's kicked an absolute Barry Crocker. Goes over the line. Out of bounds. Was out of bounds before that, was it?
Yeah, out of bounds up on the half-forward flank.
Okay. Would have thought if it was there, it would have been out on the full because he marked it, but perhaps touched. The boundary umpire will be brought into play. So at the moment, Kerang have a major. Took them a while. In fact, 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. It's United 8-8, leading Kerang 1-7.
So ball now to be tossed back into play. Lang and Larkins. Larkins been really good this afternoon. We said that was going to be a big duel between the two ruckmen. As Lang's
clever
impact has been nullified somewhat as Bigham from the back goes long inside 50 for the Demons. Josh Hunter couldn't mark the roving, but his kick has been marked instead for United by Utica. He goes in by Bigham rather. He goes inside 50. O'Neill couldn't take the mark. Probably should have been paid. Lets it go. Handball to Gillingham. Handball forward to Kelly. He goes up towards half forward. At the back, Hunter. Can't quite take the mark. Oh, bet there by 3 goals. Everett up with 16. Umpire says, give it to me. We'll have a ball up and all the
free kick. Free
this
kick.
game has lifted.
It'll be a free kick, I think, to Sean Hunter, who's the antagonist early, but Matty, as often happens. Hey, who gets it?
It's usually the retaliator who gets pinged, so yeah, but I mean, good play by Kerang. They've lifted here in his third quarter.
And he leaves it, gets down the ground because he wanted the heavy side to take it, so he can get down and try and take a mark. Ball comes to the ground, not able to get it. The Blues get a kick out of the pack on mark here though by Joel Campbell. Campbell just held his ground. There was heat coming. Now he plays on to the outer side.
He does. Gives the handball to Jordan Utica, who wants to come back through the middle. Dangerous, but hits the target there in Campbell Everett, who marks. Everett now plays on. Goes long out towards centre wing. Walsh on the lead. Does it sit for him? It doesn't. Boundary line wins out. We'll have a boundary throw in centre wing on the far side of the ground.
Shane, I'll take you back to that, Everett. Every occasion the backman wants to run on. He could have just gone back and said, he took off, didn't he? Tried to get some percentage, tried to get a bit of run and paid dividends. Yeah, it went out of bounds, but he had Walsh not far away. Ruckman, go at it. The ball comes over the back. Kelly, Marty, gets it. Got a few already in this quarter. Kicks it up and under. Speaking of Walsh, an easy chest mark on the outside. Just reading the play a little bit better at Walsh.
No challenge, really, was it?
No, just steady. Kicks it down the ground. Marking contest, middle of the ground. The Blues want it over to Lang. Gives it. Wants to come wide to Gillingham. Oh, Gillingham needs to use it. That's a terrible kick, but it's going to work out in the end. Comes out to Coates. Coates goes the handball back inside the heavy side. Then he got one high to throw. Great decision, Central. Having to go back and take the kick, though, is Liam White.
They definitely lifted their work rate, but they had to.
Yeah. They need some targets, though, going forward.
So White now in defence for the Demons goes wide, finds Jordan Utica, who marks. So Utica now.
In the line. Play on. Is it called?
Called to go long down the line. Looking for O'Neill. Off hands and over for a boundary throw in centre wing. Far side of the ground once again with the Demons leading 8-8-56 to Kerang. 1-7-13. 8 minutes into the third term. Of course, you're listening to 3SH Central Murray Live.
Gibsdale and Hetherington gone forward for the Blues just to try and give you some marking power. The ball spills out the back. The Blues have an opportunity. If the ball sits, it does. Picked up on the run. Kicked down the ground. Their marking contest. No. I tell you what, I called him the roadblock earlier in the year, and he's proving it again. Joel Walsh takes yet another mark. Comes wide, looks for it, finds a player on the first, and that's Ethan Curran. Kick the opening goal.
So Walsh starting to get busy here in this third quarter. Didn't have a lot to do in the first half, but Kerang having lifted. So as he, as Curran goes down the line, unable to mark there with Sterling. Offhand, right, should be holding the ball, will be. So Kerang, well, heavy side wanted the advantage. Wasn't paid. Hahn now goes straight away. Long kick inside 50, but it's all United once again. And this was the problem in the first half for Kerang. They just blazed away and wasted it. And Walsh takes it for the Demons and goes wide to Jordan Utica.
There's a bloke called Blind Freddie. And we all know he can see that. And the kick goes wide. Again, it's the Demons across half forward. Good football at the back there by Utica. Lucas on this occasion comes inboard, not able to get on the footy. Shocking handball. Put Marty Kelly under all sorts. Comes out the back with Ross. A little up and under kick to the middle of the ground. I'll pay. Did he cop it in the back? He didn't know. Mark taken out of side centre wing. And Jordan Utica, who's been really good today, takes a mark.
He does. Inside 50, looking for Grenfell. Couldn't take the mark. Off hands at the back. Riley Daniels put the back. Daniels on the ball.
I don't mind him taking them on, though.
No, he tried to get through, and he really had to because he had no other option anyway. As Gitcham now takes it for the Blues, and he goes wide and finds a teammate there for Kerang in Makem, who goes long down the line to centre wing.
And here's the problem. Long, down the line, straight over the line, out of bounds. 3 Demons, 2 Blues out there, boys.
It certainly is. And the thing about it, good comment there from I mean, I'd much rather them take the ball on rather than just cough it up as well too. Get the umpire to pay the free kick. A ball stops as well too. Allowed United then to set up and end up forcing the ball out for boundary zone.
Alex Erlinson calls Nick O'Neill in to do the ruck work because Erlinson was coming in from centre wing, opposite side of the ground. That's our side. From the ruck work, ball goes to ground. Central umpire says, hey, hand it over. It is a big lead here, United. Bottling it up. They'll be lapping this up. 8-8-56. They lead Kerang 1-7-13. 10 gone in this, the third quarter, compliments of Houston Club Resort.
Ball now tapped down over the back by Erlinson. Kelly gets it to Lang. Quick kick forward, up towards it 50. Going back, Daniels couldn't take the mark. Off hands. Just a little toe poke forward there by Kennedy. Coming the other way, doing well with Dibster. Got the handball away. The shot on goal, though, hits the behind post, so it will be out of bounds on the full from Hetherington. And it will be Joel Walsh to bring it back into play for the Demons.
Walsh called to get in beside the behind post. I think he's about a half a step away, but Joel Walsh just taking the full allotment of time. Should come across the ground. Looks for Jaden Sterling. And Sterling allowed to run down the ground. Not covered at all. Takes an easy chest mark. Swings onto the left. On the defensive side. Kicks to the ground. Oh, Pay. Almost a one-handed spectacular. Campbell comes out the back. Looks for a timeout into Hunter. Gets it over to Clark. Clark, well, he just kicks it straight down to the throat of a couple of Demons defenders. Player comes out the back. They take full advantage. The Demons, the ball is just socket forward. A chance close to the boundary line. Push back inboard. Baird gets a little handball out the back. Comes back. That comes to Sterling. Who gives it up and under the current. Over the line and out of bounds. Finally something for the Blues to cheer about. But going forward will be Josh Hahn.
They've been getting enough of the ball of Kerang, but they're just using it poorly going forward. But if they can find a target here and start to get some momentum going, anything could happen. Baird, long, Lang at the back, couldn't take the mark, off hands. Campbell, last man back there for United. Cool as a cucumber, gives the handball off to Skinner, who just missed Walsh by hand. And they've been able to lock it inside their attacking 50, have the Blues.
No marking power forward there, Matt.
No, that's right. I mean, they controlled the footy for the first 10 minutes of this quarter here, Kerang, but they just can't get a mark down there to kick that goal.
12 and a half minutes into the third quarter, Kerang have 1 goal. And that is really summing it up at the moment. They cannot get a goal. Bruckman, go at it. The ball comes out the back. Players in there, white for the Demons. The ball goes in and under, and again the Demons' defence stands tall. And again, it's just all time ticking away here, Glenn Stewart, as far as the Kerang side are concerned.
Yeah, it certainly is. Yep, Shane's right. They've had plenty of the footy, but they just haven't been able to convert.
They're going nowhere here. The ball goes right back in under as this rolling pack now moves with the central umpire.
So Lang and Erlinson. Erlinson just shoves Lang out of the way, takes it, and then throws it on the boot. Good work from the United ruckman in the vicinity of O'Neill, who couldn't take the mark. Jardine had to get the handball away, only as far as Curran. His little handball over the top goes to O'Neill, back to Curran, or tried to get it back to him. But eventually the boundary line will win out, and we will have a throw-in 80 metres around from the Blues attacking goal.
Boys on the boundary, compliments of Morses Concrete on your left-hand side is Kerang. Lots of talk, lots of arm action. On the other side, the Demons pretty calm.
Yeah, they seem pretty composed at the moment. The boys here on the Kerang side have been up and about a bit.
Absolutely. Boundary umpire has a second go. We'll give it plenty here. A lot of holding in the contest here by the Demons defence, really making sure the Blues don't get out. Marty Kelly tries to shrug the tackle, given plenty of time, gets it out wide. Bolton grabs the footy, goes to ground, no prior. And again, a ball up will take place. It's all time, it's all minutes, it's 14 gone in this, the third quarter. The Houston Club Resort scoreboard, you'll love relaxing by the mighty Murray.
So Lang just thumps the ball inside 50, off hands Kelly. Can he keep it in? He can't. And goes over for yet another stoppage. Been plenty of stoppages here in this third quarter. In fact, there has been for the entire game. And it's all playing into United's hands at the moment, Noel.
Absolutely, mate. And good thing we've got the big lights, because the way it's going with these long delays, we could be here for quite a while. As the boundary umpire again has a secondary opportunity. As the Seagulls over near the scoreboard. A heap of them. United 8-8-56, Kerang 1-7-13 on the Seagulls scoreboard. Free kick going away off the Demons from the ruck work.
Yeah, the Rover actually took the ball out of the ruck. The ruckman actually didn't contest it.
So the ball now in the hands for United of Erlandson, who goes long out towards centre wing. Unable to take the mark is O'Neill. Worked over the boundary line for a throw-in. And it will be, once again, Nick Lang and Erlandson to do it. United, that ball movement that was so strong, Glenn Stewart, in the first half, it's just disappeared on them.
Yes, they're just been fumbling a bit, but obviously Kerang have lifted their intensity around the pack situation, particularly Marty Kelly.
Ethan Saville comes back in, and that'll provide some runs. Speaking of Kelly, tried to go crash through the pack. Goes to ground. Right beside him is one of the better players there in Jordan Utica. A big contender for our Caduceus Mechanical and 4x4. Don't forget, we are looking for our Cummins goal of the day and our Swan Hill Hire mark of the day.
Well, big moment here as a tackle from Purcell on Jordan Utica, holding the ball. So it'll be a free kick to Purcell, who's 52 metres from home. And a good chase down tackle there from the Kerang veteran, who looks relatively confident. No, decides to pass off, looking for Lang in the pocket. And it's got him.
Well weighted.
So a lovely kick there from Purcell. He wanted someone to present, and eventually Lang was the man. And really, he's the only one that's likely to take a mark inside their attacking 50 at the moment, Kerang.
Yes, it certainly is. And the thing is, he's nervous shot for goal, though, as you remember in the first quarter.
Well, we do. He needs to kick this for his team. Lang on its way. Has he put it through? He has.
One in a row.
Kerang have got the last two. They go to 2-7-19. United 8-8-56. 16 gone into the third term on the Euston Club Resort scoreboard.
And you talk about the run and gun of the United, has dropped off this quarter here. Give credit to Kerang. I mean, they're the ones who actually been controlling the footy. They've won a lot of the stoppages as well too, where they were beaten in the first half. They've got that bit of control back as well too. What they haven't done though is with all the footy they've had, kick enough goals. They've kicked 2 goals so far. Here they come.
In the context of the game, they are 6 goals down. They've only kicked 2, and therein lies the problem. From the ruck work, Lang shoved out of the road by Erlandson, who just thumps the ball forward. Who gets there first? Bolton, dispossessed. The ball comes out the back. The Blues want a handball. Dropping the body for mine. Big tackle, big call. And Erlandson followed up his ruck work, gets a free kick and goes bang into the byline. It's a kick and a hope as far as the forwards are concerned, but it doesn't matter because the Demons have got the big... Ball goes to the ground and the central umpire calls for a ball up. O'Neill was down there, Grenfell was down there, and underneath them, Daniels.
Good work by Erlandson.
So Grenfell doing the ruck work, a little high contact there up there, picked up by the umpire, should have been. Hahn just throws it on the boot, gets it outside defensive 50, Hetherington tracks it towards the boundary line but can't keep it in. And we will have a boundary thrown between wing and half forward for United on the far side of the ground, with the Demons leading by 37 points as we approach time on in the third quarter.
A couple of the players, Kerang, just saying, well, how did you miss that? He did, too late. Ball, centre wing, chance here for Utica, goes to the ground. Marty Kelly goes in, dives with another ball up. I would suggest both central umpires in immediate proximity call the same. That means we have a ball up. Basically centre wing, out of side, scoreboard at the moment, certainly favouring United. 8-8-56, Kerang. 2-7-19, Euston Club Resort scoreboard. 19 minutes gone in this, the third quarter. And again, well, basically, the game is just falling into the lap of the Demons because another ball up takes place.
So centre wing, Lang and Erlandson contest it. Utica on the burst, takes possession, then kicks inside 50, looking for O'Neill, juggling it, couldn't take the mark. Hunter right there with him in his back pocket. Comes down to Bingham. Comes out the back. Gets to Thompson. Who runs and pokes it. So Thompson, he responds with his second of the day. They go to 9-8-62 United. Kerang 2-7-19. And that is on the Euston Club Resort scoreboard, 19 minutes into the third term.
And we talked about the run and gun. That's actually what got that goal there. I mean, good work in the contest there by Jordan Utica. Probably one of the favourites now for the best on ground. Ganina's 4x4 mechanical best on ground. Got the ball out. Contest there by Nick O'Neill. Ball has come out and just outside run by United. End up with a Maxie Thompson goal there. Alex Earlson's just come to the bench here for a quick spell. He's done a tremendous job on Nick Lang in his quarter.
He's been fantastic, absolutely fantastic coming into the side. Earlson, we heard the coach there earlier on saying he was being held back just to make sure he was going to be fit from the ruck work. Well, the Blues had the opportunity through Lang. His handball missed the target. The Demons don't miss. They go forward with it. Play on the outside. Dancing back in here as Thompson had the 40. Not able to get in under the pack. And the ball goes to ground just as Thompson was on the outside. O'Neill really putting himself in against Jesse Clark.
So ball now inside 50 for the Demons. Tapped down, Pay, gone back into defence. Trying to burst through there was O'Neill, couldn't do so. Saville doing likewise. Clever little tap onto the outside there by Klingon. Got it to Nitsky, who put the afterburners on. There goes long down the line. Hunter takes the mark at the back. Wanted to go. Has Kennedy one out in the side forward 50. Just puts it to space. Kennedy leading thread goal in the chase, gets there in time, goes around the corner to the goal square, but getting back is Walsh, who marks at the top of the defensive goal square for the Demons, who have all the answers at the moment.
He's like a homing pigeon, isn't he? He just seems to have that innate.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. He's brought his own footy to the game, I think.
Unbelievable, yep. You're correct there. The ball kicked towards centre wing, bumped over the line by Lockie Ross, just as the Demons were starting to go forward once again. And I tell you what, Joel Walsh really coming into contention for our Cadiz Mechanical and 4x4 best on ground. He's been an absolute leader throughout the season and again today.
So ball tossed back into play. Neither ruckman able to contest it as Saville just dumps it forward, coming the other way with Daniel. Big tackle by Brad Pay. Both players head over the footy. Both players wanting it. In the end, it's a 0-0 draw, and we'll get a ball up between wing and half forward for United.
Big contest. Ruckman go at it all. Langers, he got a wrap up. He hasn't. The umpire says play on. Nobody able to go anywhere. Kelly and Utica. They've been at it. Marty Kelly and, of course, Jordan Utica in there for the respective side. Now the ruckman, the ball pushed wide. In there is Gillingham.
Good tackle.
Not able to get any clear run at it. No prior. And he will take... a bit off behind Marty Kelly. Yeah. Having a bit of a discussion here with Utica. Central umpire says, give me the ball. Now there's a free kick. It's going away off the team. Braden Bingham. So it suggests that the umpire caught on the back end of that. But that's the way it goes. Braden Bingham has the 43 center wing. Oh, look at that down the ground. There's the ball line now. Umpire has declared it. Ross has gone to ground for Kerang. Now the ball comes down the back. Nitsky held, not in possession, will clearly take the free kick. Getting a little heated here. And, the ball's going to go to the back pocket area marked by Jesse Kelly. Ross has got up and wants this ball to be kicked in his direction.
So it goes down the line looking for Ross. Finds him now. Little handball. This is better from the Blues. Running now is Hahn. Oh, the ball just didn't bounce back for him. That's been the story of their day. Nothing working for them at the moment. Heavy side. Handball over the top. Gets it to Hetherington. Wants to centre it up to Purcell. Goes past him. Gets to Kelly. Kelly with the long shot at goal. Has put it through. So Kerang, 3-7-25, trailing United 9-8-62, 23 gone into the third term on the Euston Club Resort scoreboard. Marty Kelly with his first.
Yeah, no, that was great work off half back there by the Kerang side. I just kept working the footy. Eventually it come to Marty Kelly, and you knew when it went into his hands that he was probably going to run into an open goal, and he did from 40 metres.
He just used the word run. Finally, a run for the Blues. I know Pay's gone into the middle for them. In there is heavy side, Kelly. They're looking for a clearance. The ball comes out wide. Pay not able to get onto the end of the footy. It goes forward in under the pack. And some of the more senior players for Kerang just getting run over here. The ball gets on the outside. They just haven't been able to keep up. All that goes to ground with the footy, not able to get it. Here's another opportunity out of the middle of the ground. It was Bingham. Kicked it deep. Oh, free kick. Whittle going towards the neck. Ruckman is dreadful. Oh, the defence for Kerang not happy. But Grenfell pumped the air and said, yeah, there was a little hole in there, surely. And Brandon Grenfell, who has 3, will kick on goal directly in front.
And that's a big forwards cause as well, too. They caused a bit of panic there. There's a bit of a hold of the jumper, whether it was there or not, but still the umpire saw it and he paid it.
Directly in front. Bread and butter. Brandon Grenfell should and does take a lot of time over it. Comes in. Kicked hard. Oh, he's poked at it. He's gone across. In fact, he's gone right across. Goal umpire says it's a miss. It's 9-9. 63 United. Kerang 3-7. 25. 25 gone in the third quarter. And I would suggest the Blues need to look at going coast to coast to try and get something back.
So let off there for Kerang. Grenfell probably should have kicked that one as Ross now brings the ball back into play. He's been listening to straight up the middle in the direction of Walsh, who couldn't take the mark. Front position. Umpires found, no, they haven't found a free kick. It'll be coming back and be a ball up, but geez, they were red hot on that because it quickly came out of the pack. And Kerang, unlucky because they were off and running.
Were they ever? The ruckman go at it. Neither can get it. The ball comes to ground. Player held but not in possession of the footy from the Demons. The umpire was not going to be sucked into that one. We have a look at the half-forward line here for the Blues, and getting down there is Hunter and Pay. Dina Mark, of course, down there as well for them is Kennedy. Ruckman settled. The ball comes wide. Not able to get it out quickly was Baird. Players throwing themselves in underneath. As Utica gets it, just a little paddle forward. A paddle enough. The ball comes out looking for the run of Curran. Ethan Curran, long shot. United 9-10, peppering away here, 64 as they did in the first quarter. Kerang 3-7-25. Houston Club Resort scoreboard.
So Ross wasting no time, bringing the ball back into play, goes in the direction of Clark, couldn't take the mark. Erlinson gets the handball to Saville. He just throws it on the bounce. It's on its end. Ross rushes it through for another minor score. 9-11-65 United. Kerang 3-7-25, margin 40 points. 26.5 gone in the third time on the Houston Club Resort scoreboard.
Well, it has to be risk and reward footy, and that's what they've been doing. But over what happens with that is that you leave the gate open, and there's what occurs. Brandon Grenfell, on his own as the fullback, tried to get creative, kicked to the outer side, ball went to ground, and Grenfell gets on the end of a little chip shot back in, and will take another shot on goal. Clever footy, Matt.
Good contest there by Zach O'Shaughnessy to bring the ball to ground from that long kick out as well too. Then the United blokes at the ground, their speed, picked the ball up, and Dom Gallo lowered his eyes and hit Braden Grenfell out 40 metres out.
Brandon Grenfell, see if he learned anything from the last one. He needs to kick hard. Well, he's kicked harder at this one, but no straighter. In fact, it's come a little wider, and another minor score. I don't think it's necessarily going to matter, but at the moment, United 9-12. Bring them around, Kerang 3-7, 28 gone, third quarter.
So Hunter plays on from the goal square, had the kick funded by Grenfell. Gets it back though to Hunter, but they've turned it over. Thompson coming the other way, top of the goal square, tried to get it to Grenfell, goes over his head. And it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in, but that was almost the play of the game.
Yeah, you talk about Kerang taking the game on. Maybe not like that, though. I mean, you're getting the ball smothered by Brandon Grenfell. United probably unlucky they didn't get the full reward for that smother.
Oh, the Demons, wouldn't they love to just rub some salt in with a late goal here. Grenfell, well, he's taken it out of the ruck. Nobody went with him. Goes to ground, though. The central umpire comes around, or a bit of push and shove, player on the ground. Now there's another whistle. Is it a free kick? No, or the umpire wants to. Now he has. He's picked one out. It'll go the way of Kerang. And Marty Kelly, I think, this time is going to be the recipient. Kelly wants to come wide. Can't find anybody. Has to go down the centre of the ground. Lovely pick up by Heavyside. Goes inboard. Get rid of it. Niski on the burr. Free kick advantage. Niski's got the footy on the outside. Mark taken on the outside by Hetherington. I was just watching deep. He had Hunter. Now he's going to come across. Oh, my goodness. He wants Lang. Lang has the ball come to ground. Picked off the pack. Shot on goal by Baird. It has registered a minor score. Kerang. Well, he got it at the right end. United, though, 9-12 lead Kerang. That is 66 plays 26.
So the ball now to be brought back into play by Corey Daniels. They really needed that one there, Kerang. They need to lock it in their front half now and try to get one more goal before the final break as Daniels goes long over the back. Gets out towards Bolton, but he overruns the ball. Now taken by Hahn. Little handball to nobody. Picked up now by Erlandson. Hahn just straps the stat line and rides Erlandson. Says, no, give it to me.
Rodeo there, wasn't it?
It was. He lasted the 8 seconds too, Stewie. And we'll get a ball up in the middle of the ground.
He charged. We'll leave it at that. Ruckman go at it. The ball comes down. Soccer out of the ground. Not able to be done. Umpire on the other side of the pack.
He's at the wrong side, isn't he?
Calls for the ball up, and he has it thrown over the shoulder. And Jordan McNeil says, yeah, mate, you can have it. I was lucky to get away with that. Central umpire can't be long to go. 30 minutes gone in the third quarter. Ruckman go at a free kick. Will have to go the way of Lang. Lang needs to get it quickly into the forward line. They need a mark, and they need it quickly. Doesn't bother. Gets it over to Niski. Niski, we know, can run. Does. What's on the afterburners? Goes out of side. 3-on-1 here. The ball carries. Whistle. Free kick. No. Over the line and out of bounds. The target was Brett Kennedy. Besieged by defenders. Sees the ball over the line. Out of bounds. Deep in the forward pocket here for Kerang. Hasn't been there often today. United 9-12-66. 40-point leaders over Kerang 3-8-26.
The ball tossed back into play. Umpires found a free kick. It'll go the way of United. And it'll be coming back here to Corey Daniels. Matt Curran, thanks to Mawson's Concrete. I'll tell you what, one player that's... In fact, it won't be Corey Daniels.
Nope.
It'll eventually go to Corey Daniels because that's where the kick goes. But one player that's been pretty good this afternoon, Zach Threadgold, done a really good job on Brett Kennedy.
He certainly has. Actually, the back six has done a really good job, United. I mean, they know how dangerous Kerang have been. Just covered him and forced him to kick Paulie into the forward line.
Kick across the ground was aimed for Campbell Everett, but Sean Hunter quick over the ground, just got a hand on it, saw the ball over the line and out of bounds. Kerang into attack, but they need to be quick. 31 gone. Lang held. Play on is the call. The ball comes out the back. Speaking of that player, we were, and he kicks it forward. That is Kennedy. No mark taken. Or is it? Yes, it is.
That's a contender.
He's a big contender. Playing on quickly is Hunter. Smothered off the side of the boot. A chance for Baird to run on it. Who's got the leg? Baird hasn't because the ball's going to sit beautifully for Ethan Curran. Look at it. Dip. 1, 2 down. 3. He kicks it down into the forward line. Ethan Curran. Let's go all the way back to Ethan Curran. Scoreboard United 10-72 Kerang 3-8-26. And he demoralised them.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable bit of play, coast to coast off the half-back line. Great 3 bounces I think he had. Might have even had 4. It felt like it. And then beautiful kick to the big fella in Erlandson. And Erlandson very quickly just played on and dribbled the goal through.
And that is the Cummins Swan Hill goal of the day. Probably not for the effort of Alex Erlandson, but for the one of Ethan Curran. And that should just about do it for United, you would think now. The clearance going the way of Bigham, throws it on the boot. Mark taken by Ross, but you can hear the siren in the background, and it is the Demons by 46 points at the final change.
For all their efforts and endeavours there, the Kerang side kicked 3 goals, 1 in that quarter. They pegged the margin back by just 3 points. Massive term here because the United side kicked 2 goals, 4. Lots of forward footy for the Demons. 10 goals, 12 are United. Kerang 3 goals, 8. 46-point lead coming into the final quarter. That's on the Houston Club Resort scoreboard. We'll take this break and we'll be back with the finale of the 2024 season. 3SH, Central Murray Live.
Harvey Norman, Swan Hill, Club Barham, Graham Hayes Real Estate, and Holt Mitsubishi Hyundai and Isuzu Ute in Central Murray Live on 3SA.
In 200 metres, turn right. At the roundabout, take the second exit. At your earliest convenience, book me in for a service at Smith & Bolton, 80 Lewis Street. Your destination is Smith & Bolton.
Do you want a rewarding job with excellent personal development?
Behave yourself, boys.
Killer delivery. Truck yeah. Plus free 3 years or 36,000 kilometre servicing. Truck yeah. So get behind the wheel of a Hemi V8 or Cummins turbo diesel powered Ram and drive away with truckloads of savings today. Visit ramtrucks.com.au. Truck yeah. MY23 new stock vehicles only. T&Cs and exclusions apply.
When you want electronics, you want Sid Wilson Auto Electrics. Call in and check out their extensive range of J-Car products. They stock a large number of electronic components, audio, LED lighting, solar panels, party lights and speakers, button batteries, DIY security, plugs, sockets, registers, diodes, and all those other little knickknacks you can't find anywhere else. If you want advice or have an order to make, have a chat with the friendly team. When you want electronics, you want Sid Wilson Auto Electrics, Campbell Street, Swan Hill.
What keeps you awake at night? If it's financial worries about your business, speak to GMG Financial Group. They'll help you sleep at night. GMG can help you better understand your finances and your cash flow and provide you the advice and expert knowledge you need to ease the pressure. They'll help you stop worrying about your finances so you can have the energy and time to run your business operations. GMG Financial Group, Swan Hill, Balranald, Charlton and Barham, and gmgfg.com.au.
Ray White Swan Hill, locally owned, hiring locals and supporting the community. But with the national reach you need to buy or sell your home, choose Ray White Swan Hill today.
Would you know what to do when things go wrong? Kerang Neighbourhood House are hosting disaster management training to equip you with crucial skills, knowledge and resources to build safety, preparedness and resilience. For all ages, fully catered and free. Certificates of attendance provided. October sessions available in 4 locations like Lake Charm on October 1st. Learn from experts and develop your personal plan. Contact Kerang Neighbourhood House to book your spot. Proudly supported by the NAB Foundation.
On 1332 3SH in Central Murray Live for Graham Hayes Real Estate, Club Barham, Harvey Swan Hill and Holt Mitsubishi Hyundai and Isuzu.
Sid Wilson Auto Electric scoreboard at 3/4 times. The 2024 Grand Final. Swan Hill Recreation Reserve sees United 10 goals, 12, 72. 46 point leaders over Kerang, who are just 3 goals, 8. I certainly didn't pick United. I certainly wouldn't have picked the margin. At this stage, some 46 points. Matty Current compliments of all.
Yeah, thanks, Noel. I was out at the Kerang huddle there, and as you imagine, Troy coach was really imploring their players just to, not to give up. Who knows what could happen in the last quarter. He said in that they probably won 20 minutes of that quarter as well too. Just didn't get reward. He just said never give up, never lay down. Stewie?
Yeah, no worries, Murph. They were pretty excited in there. He was very happy with their commitment and the work rate that they'd done, although he did say we dropped off with our pressure in the first 15 minutes of that quarter. The mids, you've got to take ownership. It'll be Nixky and Kelly that'll bring them back into the game. Don't let them out, and we can win it from here.
Well, it's a long way back. 46 points. They were 49 down at half-time, but gee, a lot of the damage was done early. Shane, 28 points at quarter time. And it realistically, 4 goals, 6. Could well have been 7-1 or 2, couldn't it?
Well, it could have been. And the fact that Kerang didn't kick a goal until 3 minutes into the third quarter in the game as well. I mean, that's just it right there. And you need a pretty special effort to come back from that. If anyone's capable of doing it, is Kerang. And we've seen them do it countless times. But at the moment, a 46-point deficit. And you would think that United, they have one hand on the cup at this point.
They might as well load up in the forward line, the Blues, and try and win it, because saving it is not an option. It's a grand final. Dibsdale's gone forward. Down there with him is Hetherington. Hay is deep forward as well. Here's Kennedy. But this is a problem. They have to get clear ascendancy out of the centre, Matt.
Yeah, they certainly do. And it's all good not to load up there. But Lang and Kelly, Nitschke in the middle there, they've got to take control.
Fourth quarter, compliments of Sid Wilson Auto Electric scoreboard, and we are underway.
So Lang with the tap down, but overrunning the ball there was Lucas Utica, taken there by Klingon. He runs to 60 out, he loads up, pumps it long to the goal square, offline though, and through for in fact it's out of bounds. So it will be, how was that? Out on the full?
Out on the full, yep.
Really? Okay, wow. It'll be a free kick to the Demons, and it'll be Campbell Everett to bring it back into play.
That's the difference, isn't it? The Blues go forward deep like that. They cannot find a mark anywhere in their forward line. Haven't done all day, unless, of course, it's been the big ruckman who's battled his you-know-what out. and it's been Lang who has kicked the goal and missed another, but just not able to get on the end of it. Hunter was the one who was kicked in the vicinity of. Kelly in under as the ball comes forward, not able to pick it up there with Klingon. Again, a whistle on play. The Demons will be delighted. On two fronts here, Matt Curran. The ball on the outer side, and the time's ticking.
Oh, exactly right. And what they just need to do, they need to control the contest here just by around the stoppages.
Ball thrown in. Boundary umpire called back into play. Has seen it safely over the line. Is one of the better players. In fact, very good players today for the Demons in Corey Daniels.
So ball now to be tossed back into play as Larkins and Lang again resume their battle. Tap down over the back, running onto the loose ball was Coates, gave the handball away to Kelly, who was brought to ground after he kicked it. Big fly from Hunter, was the mark taken? No. Umpire said play on, comes down to 3 goals. Took the tackle on, didn't really get rid of it. Probably could have been holding the ball there. In the end, it's rushed through for a minor score by Campbell. And Kerang go to 3-9-27 United, 10-12-72. And that is on the Sid Wilson Auto Electric scoreboard.
Sean Hunter very sore after that main contest, sore and also probably airsick.
Twice the umpires put the whistle to their mouth. One when Marty Kelly got dumped. The other time... Oh, forget airsick. Hang on, everybody. Please press forward. Brett Kennedy is an umpire there. And a Swan Hill High... Well, forget it is a contender. Swan Hill Higher mark of the day. Brett Kennedy. We have to press the pause button and wait for him to come down. Brett Kennedy, unbelievable.
More important, he has to kick the goal now, Noel.
Does he ever? Kennedy goes back, lays across a goal umpire. Oh, he's made some damage, but it's a major. I think he's going to come back indoors.
Yes.
Brett Kennedy struggles at United 10-12-72, Kerang 4-9-33. Much. That's 3 of the minute needed.
Definitely a Swan Hill Higher mark of the day, and I'm just right next to Stuart King there, and he's giving me the thumbs up. He reckons it was too. It was
what
an absolute. Well, he knows a bit, Noel. He does know a bit.
He's up for re-election too.
Yes, he is up for a re-election.
Well, I tell you what, he knows. His sponsorship helps pay our wages, so we take Swan Hill Higher.
Lovely bloke.
As back in the middle of the ground, Kerang. They need the next couple. In fact, they need about the next 6. And we're going to get another ball up as Lang and Larkins. Larkins been really good this afternoon against Lang. As hasn't had the same impact. Still been one of their better players as Lang is Saville from the clearance. Takes it, kicks it up towards half forward. Boundary line will win out. Cody Makem tracks it back but can't keep it in play.
Tell you what, you mentioned the next 6. If they kick 3 in a row, look out. It will light the whole area up. Not saying they can do it because they have struggled. They've only got 4. And we're into the final quarter. In fact, 4 minutes into the final quarter. Sid Wilson Auto Electric scoreboard is 72 plays 33. United, the Demons, have led at every change. From the ruckwork, the kick, rather indiscriminate, comes away of Campbell, who gives the handball. Campbell, that's right, on the centre wing. Gives it to Utica. Utica unloads. Goes long, goes deep. The ball hits the front of the pack. At the front, Maxie Thompson. Maxie Thompson goes across goal. Umpire says... touched. Wade conferring with the central. Now we're saying it's a goal. Thompson, if you don't mind. Goal of the day contender. Covers goal of the day, United 11-12. Kerang 4-9-33. Took a long time, but we got there, boys.
Yeah, it certainly did, and he called it Joel Campbell. I don't know what he was doing up in the wing, though, but he just body-lined the ball and he went straight through, won it through, got the ball forward, down to the contest with Grenfell brought the ball to ground. Maxie Thompson, good roving work there. Yep. And I actually reckon the ball might have hit the umpire, so that was what they were conferring about there.
Back in the middle of the ground, the Demons, they get that one back. And at the moment, as they have had all day, they have the answers. As Baird wrapped up in a tackle in the middle of the ground. It is United 78 leading Kerang 33 as Utica slaps it out to Shaughnessy, who just throws it on the boot, gets it around to O'Neill. Wanted the free kick, not doing. Gallo inside 50, looking for Grenfell. Just works his opponent and gets him around. Grenfell just a little dribbler towards the goal square, but it's rushed through for a minor score by Jesse Clark. They go to 11-13-79 United, Kerang 4-9-33.
And the kick in from defence comes away of heavy side for the Blues. Goes forward into, a packed defence here for the Demons. Player spinning out of it. Should come out to Campbell. Long way out from fullback, centre wing out of side. gets the ball, kicks it down the ground. Lovely spot up and a good mark too by Maxie Thompson. Waste no time. Sees Erlandson on his own. It's down half forward. Drifted through the middle of the ground, unchecked. Absolutely poor defence, but I guess the Blues have got one thing on their mind, that's attack. And Erlandson has just drifted down and taken a lovely mark.
And that's been a difference today. You know, key targets for United in the forward line, you know, Erlandson, Nick O'Neill, Brandon Grenfell, someone to kick to when they've been going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. The kick, let's see if it goes on goal or not. Long shot by Erlandson. Has fallen short, and the big ruckman, Nick Lang, has taken a mark. Lowers the eyes, looks down the ground, finds a teammate in bed. Adam wants to go the handball, gives it over. The Blues need to find some connection. Can't do it because getting back through the middle, if you don't mind, here's Erlandson. Got a handball away. The ball comes to ground. Erlandson busting his back. I was going to say, and I did. Goes in. Well, what an effort by the old fella there, and I'll call him old because he's battled away, hasn't he, Matty?
Yeah, certainly, and that was a good effort there. You know, 3 efforts there. He broke the tackle, followed up, took another tackle as well too. Good work by Alex.
So Lang just taps it down to his toes. Bursting through was Klingon, left it behind. Heavy side got the handball away to Gillingham, who gets it away to Lang. Lang now needs to give it inboard, does to Klingon. He can give it to Baird, ignores that, goes long inside 50. It's falling short of Kennedy. In the end, Ross couldn't mark. Probably the poor option in the end. And Jordan Utica clears wide, looking for Curran, centre wing, far side of the ground. Ethan Curran.
Here he goes.
Candy has a bounce, can have 2, decides to kick long inside 50. At the back, right. Through for United, and it is all over. The Demons, they will win from here. 12-13-85. They lead Kerang 4-9-33. 7 minutes into the final term on the Sid Wilson Auto Electric scoreboard.
And how often have we seen that today? You know, United kick out to space and use their speed. And again, Ethan Curran there was just, you know, he took Jesse Clark on and probably didn't pay him much respect. A bloke like Clark just balked around him, kicked it long into the forward line, and the United blokes just running forward. Brentford made the contest. Over back to Riley Daniels.
Absolutely. And whereas the big blokes have been the difference early on, I tell you what, the youngsters have really shown their leg speed dominance. Kick down the ground into the forward line, sitting underneath them, not able to get there as Make-up the ball close to the boundary line, outer side, or slipping over Daniels, close to the boundary line, comes back inboard, grabs the 40, called for a throw, goes defensively to Kerang, who now have to go back around and kick over the mark. And Josh Hunter will just probably kick down the line. Does. Lowers the eyes. Finds Brad Pate on the bounce. Again, another kick not finding its target. Comes to Gillingham. Basically unsided today. His kick towards centre wing to Marty Kelly. Gives him all sorts of grief because right beside him is Corey Daniels, who gets around Kelly. Has a little look back. Gives a handball in by to Hand, and Josh Hand has an opportunity to go forward.
He does. Kennedy wants it back in the goal square. That's the direction he headed. But Joel Walsh takes the mark, and Brad Pay and Tom Hetherington are absolutely filthy. 35 metres out, straight in front of goal. They had 20 metres all on their own and were ignored. And in the end, Walsh takes yet another mark.
That is just staggering that they... Did he not see them? Clearly not. The ball on the outer side for the Demons. Taking plenty of time with it out there. Liam White kicks down the ground. A number of Blues here. They were sharked in though by Utica, who was brilliant early. The ball comes out the back to Baird. Baird goes inboard, looks for and finds Pay. Well, Pay's first thoughts are a handball, then comes inboard, finds Dibsdale on the burst. Dibsdale goes to the forward pocket area. Oh, gee, set his teammate a task down there. Kicked it way out in front of Kennedy. But he's got numbers. He's got 2 to beat here, Kennedy. Probably does a good job of it. Just to try and hold it in. But Lucas Utica comes back. Gets the handball over the top to Joel Campbell, who kicks the centre wing. Jesse Clark to elevate. Oh, it's a hold. I would suggest the ball meter Maxine Thompson. Jesse Clark held to kick 3 goals. Has an option to go in towards the centre of the ground. Finds a teammate in Corey Daniels, who, to be quite frank, didn't want it. But he got on the end of it. The ball goes wide. Here go the Demons.
So Curran now inside 50. Grenfell at his toes, couldn't pick it up. Walsh does into it.
Oh, he might as well. He might as well.
No. He can do everything else but finish.
Yeah.
12-14-86 United. Kerang 4-9-33. 10 minutes into the final quarter on the Sid Wilson Auto Electric scoreboard.
Come on, you blokes, get down to Murph and say, put him at half forward or full forward or somewhere. We want him to kick a goal. Speaking of kicking, the ball has gone over line and out of bounds. Kerang cannot take a trick. And Nick O'Neill, one of the bigs for the Demons forward line, gets the ball. Kicks it in long, mark taken. Good use of the body now. There's a Shepherd out, but I think Daniels is going to be paid the mark here.
Yeah, it looks as though he's going to be paid.
He's got the footy under his arm and he's not giving it away, I can tell you that. Riley Daniels. Got one out there, got another one watching. That's his brothers. And Riley Daniels, who's kicked one.
His father's just behind us.
And has an opportunity to kick another. Riley Daniels taking all of his allotted time. I'll wait to see. He kicks it. Anything could happen. Can he do a backflip, Riley? Kick on goal. Well, thankfully, we won't need to find out. He has missed it to the outer side. United, 12-15, 27 scoring shots to just 13. 87 plays, 33. Sidwell's an Auto Electric scoreboard, 11.5 gone.
Just repeating around the grounds for Macca Swan Hill Lake Boga, A-grade premiers this afternoon after defeating Swan Hill 40 goals to 28 in the netball. There's Brad Pay now to bring it back into play for the Blues. He goes long outside 50. Mark taken there by Ben, and that's the Swan Hill higher mark as a contender. Won't be the winner.
No.
It's the contender. As Baird now called to play on. Goes wide out towards centre wing. At the back, good fly there from McNeil. Couldn't bring it down. White front position. Gives the handball to Skinner. He tried to get it to Bolton. Couldn't do so. Klingon. Toe pokes it inside 50. Kennedy did well. Got the front position. But Threadgold, as he's done all day, has just worn him like a So it'll be a deliberate free kick. Kennedy inside 50. Goes in the direction of Clark. At the toes, couldn't take it. Threadgold again back there, and he will look to switch the play to Walsh.
And Walsh, who had a shot on goal a couple of minutes ago, in fact about a minute, finds the ball in the other side back pocket, gives it out to O'Shaughnessy, who is on the berth, another of the berth players for the Demons is kicked errant. Out of bounds on the ball. One of the very rare blemishes today. It's coming off is the hard-working Blake Larkin. He should get a big round of applause. He's done a magnificent job all season. And going on is one of the better players today for the Demons in Alex Erlinson.
So the switch is on here, taken by Ross. Little handball inboard, finds Brad Pay. Tries to get it to Jesse Clark. A couple of veterans there because Jared Skinner right there with him. Neither could mark. Off hands, Kennedy working hard, gets it to Clark, did well. Little handball inboard, goes to Hetherington. Long shot at goal from Tom Hetherington.
Yeah, good goal.
So Hetherington, he gets his first. Kerang, they go to 5-9-39. They trail United 12-15-87. And that is on the Sid Wilson Auto Electric scoreboard.
Putting that down as a contender for the Cummins goal of the day. Really good work there, and nice. It was a snap from about 40 metres, so it was pretty good fair effort.
Coach comes onto the ground for perhaps his last hurrah as a player, you would suggest, Matt?
Yeah, certainly, and look, he's been a tremendous player for all the time he's been in the Central Murray. So yeah, it's probably a disappointing way for him to finish. He'll be thinking, but. Yeah, no, unfortunate for him.
He goes forward, see if he can snag a late goal. Coming out to man him up is Joel Campbell from the ruck work. The ball, a chance for the Blues to go forward. Under pressure as they have been. Klingon finally gets the handball over as the Blues go forward through heavy side. Gets it out wide and finds a teammate on the burst in Brett Kennedy, who took that reamer earlier. Kennedy unloads. Long, and good. Goal umpire comes forward. See how easy it can be? Absolutely. Brett Kennedy brings up his second and Kerang sixth. But, oh, my goodness, the bird flew and it flew early. United 12-15-87, lead Kerang 6-9-45. 14 gone into the final quarter. On the Sid Wilson Auto Electric scoreboard, great sponsor.
And certainly you can see then how good a job that Zach Threadgold's done today. I mean, the class there of Brett Kennedy there was able to get that ball coming forward, take a good mark and kick a very good goal as well too. But, probably lowered his colours today to Zach Threadgold at the moment.
Margin now back to 42 points in favour of United. Kennedy with his second goal of the final quarter. Again, the clearance through Kerang. Klingon gets it out wide to Gillingham, who just goes inside 50, sitting underneath it. Campbell coming late there for the Blues was Hunter. Gets it to Coates. Little handball over the top. Taking the tackle on there was Kurtzel. Umpire said no. Give it to me. We'll have a ball up as Joel Campbell and Troy Coates just exchanging a couple of pleasantries in the foreground.
Ruckman to go at it. It is not able to be worked out. Campbell's finger piece got back in, and then there was heavy side for the Blues. The ball comes out. A chance for the Demons here, I think, on the outside of the football, as we've seen early on. Gallo kicks towards centre wing. Right over near the ice cream van, but boys, it's gone over the line and out of bounds, and the Blues should build through the middle to Baird. Baird has a player on this side. Oh, goodness. His kick has been smothered by Riley Daniels, just as he was going to kick it wide to Hunter. And here go the Demons. Come forward at me is the call, and that's exactly what happens to Grenfell. Beautiful disposal out there. Lovely kick in, and Grenfell was called to come for the footy. He did, and got on the end of an absolute ripper.
That just started from Riley Daniels in the middle of the ground there, being aware what Adam Baird was trying to do, smothered the footy, was able to turn the footy out, and then United got out on the outside and just ran. And as you said there, that Maxie Thompson ended up with the footy, lowered his eyes, hit up Brandon and Grenfell on a good lead.
Well, not only did he hit him up, he demanded that he run at him.
He did, and good work on Maxie Thompson as well too.
Grenfell has kicked 3. Kicks it long into the forward line. Likes it. Goal umpire simply walks forward and says, yep, that's another major. 15, the United side, 93, Kerang, 6-9-45. And we are 17 minutes into the final quarter. Sid Wilson Auto Electric scoreboard, and the big fella has 4.
As we saw there, Kerang got that goal, but United have been able to answer all their challenges all day. It's been a tremendous effort by United. They were able to then win that contest out, end up with a goal to wrest back that momentum.
So Grenfell with his 89th goal of the season in red and blue. That is a fair season in anyone's language, and to be honest, probably the most goals we've seen kicked for, well, the best part of a decade, I reckon, in these parts. As it'll be a free kick going the way of Nick Lang, who feeds the handball off to Ryan Gillingham, who goes long inside 50 again. Not the best of options. Not to his teammates' advantage anyway, as Campbell takes the mark. Quickly looking to play on, and he goes wide out towards Lucas Utica.
That's just poor kicking, boys, isn't it, Glenn Stewart? You're going to the forward line. You've got to be better than that.
Yeah, you certainly do, Noel. Well, it was very poor kicking.
You just can't unload and hope.
No.
And that's pretty much what's happened. The Demons have been able to be creative. Corey Daniels gets on the end of it. Speaking of creative, here we go. Jared Skinner, the president, has the footy. He's taking a man.
What's the afterburners on?
Oh, careful.
The Preds?
Kicks it down in the vicinity of Grenfell. He's got Pay. He's got some heat at the back. Pay says the footy kicks down. The Grant does. Looks for and finds Brett Kennedy. Kennedy wants to go in forward. Goes right over the top. Clever hand. Wants to run to get going. They do. But again, a shocking kick. It's going to suit the Demons' defence. No, in fact, it bounced back. Heavyside got on the outside. Comes over to Baird. Baird unloads from right off the 50. It's a long shot at goal. Baird has a contender for the goal of the day. Central goes back to the middle, and Adam Baird brings up Kerang 7th. It is United 13-15, Kerang 7 goals 9.
Yeah, so lovely. That'll be a 55-metre goal, I think.
It's a contender for our Cummins goal of the day.
Yes, it certainly is. I'm just writing that down, but obviously far too late. But just especially this quarter that when they've got a bit of run and they've actually linked up, that they've been able to kick their 3 or 4 goals.
Daniels off for a well-earned rest.
Absolutely. He's been one of the better players this afternoon for United. Of course, the former coach. And playing in a premiership with his brother. A lot like what our boundary rider, Matt Curran, did back in 2000 alongside brother Brendan. As running too far is Heavyside. And it'll be a free kick coming back to United. And it will be going to, Jared Skinner. I don't think it was his, but he just said, I'm taking it anyway.
He just pulled rank there, I think, on Alex.
And finds a teammate again.
When you're president, you can do that.
On his own. 3 goals. That goes wide. Gets it out by to Ethan Curran, who kicks down the ground. Just by numbers here at the moment. The Demons. Just a big indication. I just want to kick it wide down the outer side. Who wants it? O'Neill, Utica. Let's see what happens. The kick is long. Can the Blues get a hand into it? They can. Lang in the middle. The ball carries the pack. Big pack it was too. That comes out the back. The central umpire says, no, give it to me, boys. A little bit of push and shove. Lang and Utica have a little bit of carry on out the back. That's Lucas, by the way.
And Lang's played pretty well for the second half.
Oh, here we go. We've got a whistle now. This just does me. It really does.
End of the year, Noel. It's the end of the year.
Mate, the bloke goes to ground, falls over, free kick.
We've got 5 minutes left in the season, Noel.
Well, it's the grand final. He fell over us. I don't know what. Anyway, the kick, inboard for Earleton. Well, carries the pack at the back pay. He doesn't want to get it. Then comes out the back to Demons. Not able to get on this one. The kick by the Blues comes towards centre wing. It's an up and under. Not able to get there was Kennedy. Oh, favours pay though. He's going to have to work his way through. He does. Gets the long handball out. Here comes Skinner in and low. Top line there. Which way is it going to go? Oh, taking the leg out the back of the pack. Goes Tyson. Klinger.
So Klinger now has the bounce. Needs to feed the handball over the top. Does to Ross. Clever from Ross. Got it to Baird. Runs to 45. Baird and shot is offline. So good passage of play there for Kerang. All too little too late, especially missing at the end. 7:10:52 Kerang United. 13:15:93. 21 minutes gone. We are into red time in the final quarter. The last quarter for season 2024.
Look where Joel Walsh is heading. Out of side, wing. Let's see what happens here. Ball play. In fact, he's gone short this time, Corey Daniels. The Walsh is on his hands and knees at centre-half forward. I think he's just exhausted. The kick this time comes back to Daniels. Corey kicks to the outer side. Diving attempt at a mark taken. Out of side by Lockie Ross. Very close to the boundary, so it was called a mark. Kicks it into the forward line. Coming across there is Hetherington. Got the footy. Kicked it into the forward line. Campbell comes back across for the Demons. Oh, he's been good over a long period of time, hasn't he? Just reads the ball so well. Goes wide with his kick, does Joel. In fact, so wide. Goes over the line and out of bounds. O'Neill was the target, but the ball will be coming back.
So 22 minutes gone in the final term. Kerang through Baird. Long kick inside 50. Kick in Hope. Sitting back was Walsh. Dibsdale did well to get a spoil to the ball. Off hands now Sterling. Running with it. Gets it to Utica. Utica wanted the boundary line. Found it. And we will have a boundary thrown in front of the scoreboard, which reads Nyah West United leading by 41 points. Late stages in the final term.
The gargling noise our listeners can hear in the background. The United supporters clearing their throats ready. They will be singing and singing long and hard. Out of the back half. Here they come. Quick hands over the top to O'Shaughnessy. Has the footy in front. Will he be stopped? No, he won't. Great play by the youngster. Just moved through the pack like nobody's business. Kicks it along into the forward line. Oh, Daniel goes to ground. Off the footy. Comes in. Kicks the running goal. Oh, is he going to do the yes. Goes out and starts congratulating. Another goal goes on the board. The Demons 14-15. Kerang 7-10. And across the other side, Brandon Grenfell wins the ground. He is up on his feet. But celebration time.
That was just, again, a reflection of United play. I mean, they got it down the outside wing there. Zach O'Shaughnessy was tough at the contest, kept his feet, and then just used his space to get it out of the contest.
How good.
Was able to get it down to a big target down forward who then made a contest. And Riley Daniels, his brother Brent would be proud of the way he rode that footy there. He just did it perfectly and was able to run in and kick a very good goal.
What about his old man?
Throws
the chest out.
His old man did better than that.
So we are going to have a blood rule here, I think, as Jordan Utica is coming from the ground. But it will be a red and blue party tonight for the third time in 46 years. Since their amalgamation, the Demons, they will be the senior premiers. As Jared Skinner comes on to replace Utica. So we're about ready to get underway. 24 minutes gone in this final term. Off hands now as Saville takes it, just thumps it up towards half forward. Curran and Clark. Curran wins the chase, gets around Clark. Runs to 50, centering ball, getting back Jardine. Good mark in defence, top of the goal square. Called to play on, comes out wide quickly towards Baird, but Skinner takes the mark. Leading back, running with the flight. He's marked 45 from home. He'll have to kick from outside 50 on about a 45-degree angle. But he'll take all of his time, soak it up, and look to kick United's 15th goal of the afternoon.
Once again, Curran took on Clark and won.
So Skinner loads up, goes into the pocket, fly from behind, unable to mark, off hands through for a minor score. United 14-16, 100. They've cracked the ton to Kerang 7-10-52 on the Sid Wilson Auto Electric scoreboard.
25-minute mark, the Blues come in with the kick, but it's going to come out the back of the game. Little handball, he might hit the double. This one's smothered. Now there's a whistle. Hold. It goes away. Let's see, you're right, Shane, it might. In fact, the umpire is going for a card. Marty Kelly off the ground.
So what happened there was Larkins came in to remonstrate with Kelly. Kelly remonstrated back. Got him a little bit high, did Kelly, and he's been given a yellow card. And he will spend the rest of the season on the sidelines, as you can hear the supporters in the background giving the Bronx cheers, as Ethan Saville will receive the 50-metre penalty, and he will come all the way to the goal line.
Absolutely all the way to the goal line. Marty Kelly comes off, and Utica about to come back on. The brothers embrace on the interchange. Saville goes up. Kicked it over to the Tinder Recreation Reserve. Ethan Saville gets his first goal for the afternoon, but he's been a workhorse all season. 15 goals, 16 United. They lead Kerang. They've smashed them. 7 goals, 10, 52, 27 gone. That's on the Sidwell Sport Olympic scoreboard.
And a bit of reward there for Ethan Saville. He's been one of the players for United who's been at that contest as well too. We thought before the game that the contest would be where Kerang had the ascendancy. Him, Blake Larkins as well too. Jordan Utica worked really well in there, halved that contest and allowed the ball to get out the outside for the United side, who have then just been just a quick for Kerang all day as well too. You go back to that just before that play there as well too. Ethan Cowan out on that forward flank. He looked over the shoulder and saw Jesse Clark and thought, well, I don't have to worry about him.
Yep, can do him. Jason Murphy getting a bit emotional down here, as you would expect on the band line with these interchange players and supporters. It's been a massive, massive year for Jason.
Certainly has. Massive year for the Demons. Of course, Murphy taking a risk in going from the Warraneen football program, coming across to the Demons, and in his first year, along with Nick O'Neill, who must not be forgotten, a very important part of the coaching setup in the last couple of years. O'Neill also coming across from Warraneen. They will be premiership coaches in their own right this evening, as back in the middle of the ground, it is going to be another ball up. Lang doing battle against Larkins. Comes off hand Saville. Ball just eludes him. Now comes out to Pay, who centres up towards centre half forward, but over the head of Tipsdale, and Walsh takes the mark at centre half back.
Looks out wide, finds Curran on the burst, and he can swing into the centre of the ground if he wants. Does. Comes to centre half forward, player on the end, able to take the mark, but now swings out wide. He's clinging, but sells himself into trouble. Gillingham may get him out because he's got the 40 on the handball. Ryan Gillingham, his last couple of kicks into the forward line have been pretty ordinary, but this one probably no better. It's going to ground underneath the pack there was McNeil. Jordan, the Demons have got numbers. The President's got it on the outside, wants the handball. Will he give it? He won't. It comes over to O'Neill. Just didn't quite get there, but O'Neill's got some support. The ball comes out the back, spinning beautifully. It's being a beach kick that's going to be taken away from him by Baird.
He does. Baird takes it, little handball to Pay, gives it to Lang, can go wide to Clark if he wants to. Decides to go to Gillingham by hand, who eventually passes out towards Clark, who now comes back through the middle, finds heavy side, goes back over the mark.
Where's Walsh?
Wants to feed the handball off. No. Decides to go long. Inside 50. Well, it won't be Walsh, but it will be Sterling. And I tell you what, United, they can raffle it down there tonight, because it has been a really strong performance from their back six this afternoon.
Absolutely demolished any forward moves by Kerang. Physically and morally, they have taken them apart here, and the mark has been taken by Gallo on the outer side. Demon supporters, wherever you are that are listening in, rejoice. This is one for the ages. Not only have you won a grand final in what has been, I think, a really stellar year, you've done it in very, very fine fashion. And there it is in the background. 15 goals, 16 United, and they come from absolutely everywhere, as they should. United 15-16, 54-point winners over Kerang, 7 goals, 10. And it is absolute euphoria here for all of the Demons supporters. Absolutely amazing. Shane O'Shea, of course, sending messages through. He said he would be a very happy man. Unbelievable, I don't doubt that. Massive, massive win. It's going to be big, and the presentation will be even bigger. Shane, what a game.
It certainly was. Deserving winners in the end, United. Absolutely the best team on the day. Kerang, well, it must be said, after that, an era is coming to an end, as we know. Troy Coates, he will not be returning Kerang, they will also have several other veterans we expect.
Yep.
Will also be either in different colours or no colours at all next year. But for United, the way they played today, it could well nearly be the start of their own era of dominance.
Oh, absolutely, and it was just a clinical sort of exercise, really, at the end, wasn't it? I mean, you look at the quarter by quarter by quarter, and every time when they were 28 points up, 49 points up. Yeah, the third quarter they might have lost a little bit of ground, but not much. And they were 46 points up for three-quarter time. Kerang absolutely gave it their all, but in the end, a 54-point win. And the goal kickers out there today, Brandon Grenfell with 4. Thompson with 3, Daniels with a couple, Nick O'Neill 2, and Singleton, Gallo, Burleson, Ethan Saville and Ethan Curran. I think that's been one of the big things today for the United side, is the spread of goal kickers. Now, I said before the game, if Grenfell kicks 7, they win. Well, I tell you what, he's had a lot of mates out there that have really run the ball forward, and you have a like of the look of Ethan Curran and Maxie Thompson, etc., that have been really, really strong for him. And the tail of woe for mine came in Kerang's forward line. They couldn't get a mark. They had no bigs, just not able to get it. When they do go forward, the pressure was there from United. They had to kick the ball under pressure. They just lined it up and went bang, and that's exactly what happened. It just went right through to the Demons' defence. And as you would expect, a massive, massive crowd out there to congratulate the Demons.
A very boisterous crowd too, by the sounds of it as well, Noel. But anyway, that's what happens sometimes when on live radio. Well done to the Demons. It's been 23 years since they last tasted premiership success at the highest level in the Central Murray. 2001 it was, and it's been a long, long wait for their supporters, Noel. And I suppose with that, they are going to celebrate very, very long into the night as well.
Boys, I've got someone down here I want to... I've got Alex Ellison with me. Alex, how's that feel, mate?
Oh, mate, that's awesome. Cheers, bro. Unbelievable. Can't believe we actually got one. It's taken long enough.
Well, you were here in 2016 when we played in the last grand final. Yep. It was a long time waiting.
Very long time. Yeah, that was my second season. It's taken another,
Taking a while anyway, Matty, down in amongst the maddening crowd down there were very, very happy, as you would expect. Alex Erlinson, I'm not sure Matty can hear us down there. There's just a massive people, which there should be. The umpires head off back over there for the ground. I don't think it had any influence necessarily so far as the game is concerned, but gee, what a game it has turned out to be. And congratulations to the Demons.
I'll tell you what, Noel, I had the binoculars on Jason Murphy just before, and he looks like a bit of a man shocked. We might go down the boundary quickly.
I've got another one here, the former coach of United, and probably one of the happiest men down here, Rory Daniels. Well done, mate.
Thanks, mate. Pretty speechless at the moment, mate. A lot of years of hard work, and being at the bottom and being able to work our way up, and I'm just so proud of everyone involved.
But sometimes, you work hard, and things like this happen to good people too, don't they?
Oh, I guess they do, mate. Everything I could have dreamed of. Just over the moon, happy, proud of everyone, and there's so many people, including yourself, Matty, that's part of this. And now you look back to 2019, we got flogged every week, and we just stuck together, and we got here, and speechless.
A lot of credit will go to obviously Nico and Murph for this year, but I mean it's probably been from you from 2020, 21, 20 all the way through as well too. So I mean you've got to take a lot of credit for this afternoon.
I don't think so, mate. I think it was the right time for me to step away, and these boys have been able to take us that next little step and improve us. So full credit to them. It's wonderful, and I'm just so happy to be part of it.
But the thing about it too is, I mean, you've been in Darwin as well too. I mean, to travel back as well too. Actually spent a bit of time in Europe. That might freshen you up as well too, because I reckon since you've been back, you've been building every week as well too. And today was one of your best games, I reckon.
Thanks, mate. Apparently sitting on airplanes and sitting in cars is good for hammy. So 1,000 kilometres, who would have thought? And I haven't done one for a while. So yeah, it's probably been away. It's probably the most amount of games I've played for a few years.
Mate, I'll let you get involved in the celebrations, mate. Well done, mate.
Thanks, mate. Thank you very much. Love you, mate.
Shane, you can just feel the absolute raw emotion. And that's what it is, isn't it? I mean, people, you might go along like Kerang and win grand final forever, but to feel the raw emotion, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Can't describe it, Nick.
Well, it is, and for a lot of these people, it's been a whole generation. We might quickly go down to Matty again.
Yep, well, I've got plenty of people who want to talk to me today, boys. Nick O'Neill, co-coach. How's that feel, mate?
Oh, unreal, mate. Unreal. Those 1Ks in that 40-degree heat paid off today.
But that's the thing about it. I mean, all that work you did at pre-season, run. People wondered whether it would stand up in a contest like today. Certainly did, didn't it?
Well, I think it's finals footy how we play. So finals footy suits us. And yeah, it really held up today. And we sort of held it up when we needed to, but yeah, that run and gun helped us. So.
But not only the run and gun, I mean, it was having the tall targets down forward as well too, just making a contest, getting it on the ground to those little blokes to get involved as well too, really played a part today, didn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Well, last time we played them, we didn't have me or Alex down there, and then we didn't have Stab and Ethan. So you put them four on any other side, and it's going to be hard to beat.
You talk about the Ethans. I mean, firstly, Ethan Saville. I mean, a big day from Larko and Sav in the middle as well too. Kerang's one would be the contest work in the middle. But, the work that they did, and then we talk about getting it outside, Ethan Curran and Zach O'Shaughnessy, the speed that they had, pretty good to watch, wasn't it?
It was unreal, mate. I sat back and had a look there at the last quarter, but Larko set it up for us.
finals, the result could be proud of the group that have been here for a long time. And I love every player. Been through a lot of them, but I'm sure that we're around each other. I think I've done around each other and how it hurts at the moment. To our supporters, thanks for seeing it and make sure we see things tonight. Couldn't make it happen. We apologise after today, but we won't be here. Thanks very much, mate. Thanks for the lead for the show.
I'd now like to invite Gavin Hall, member of the AML Central Victoria Region Council, to present the AML Country Best On Ground Medal. And the Best On Ground Medal goes today to 909 West United Super Young Gun, Ethan Kerang. Number 21, Jared, Mr. President, Skinner. Number 22, Brayden Bingham. Number 23, Jordan Lydia.
Lost me record. I was just hoping.
Number 24, Alfred River, Joel Campbell. Number 30, Campbell Everett.
This afternoon, they're on the board. 1 straight 6. Kerang yet to score. 2 minutes into the first term.
The Demon.
So Everett goes short to Thompson, who marks. So Matt Thompson now goes long, down the line, not locked to kick to, goes in the direction of
the Lake Bogus side. The Colts went the way of Swan Hill, and the reserves went the way of the Mallee Eagles.
So Kerang bring the ball back into play. Gillingham kick those sharks by Thompson. Goes back inside 50 and spots the boundary. Wants to pass it off. But in order to do that, he needs a teammate to present, and they're not prepared to do that at the moment. So Purcell, he's going to sit it up to the top of the square. Lang's there with Walsh, but Lang outmarks him. Nick first there, but lost the ball. Comes now to Curran. Clever little handball out. Finds Saville. Broke the tackle. Now goes long inside 50. O'Neill couldn't take the mark. Probably could have. Handball from Grenfell to O'Neill. He held without it. He was, said the umpire. It's Jordan. It'll be a free kick for the Demons. So Kerang, they've started well here in this second quarter, but United have steadied as Utica goes inside 50. The Demons asking the question, not getting the answer that they wanted, as Lang, with the tap down over the back, comes to Nitsky, bursts his way through. Nitsky with a goal, goes all the way to the goal line. And Campbell helps it through for a minus.
Kicks down the lock at mark in the centre of the ground, though, by Erlinson. Erlinson controlling the marking contest. Well, nobody stands on the mark. He says, thank you, I'll take the extra 10. Kicks into the forward line. A big leap over the back by Grenfell. Out wide to Threadgold. Zach goes centre wing-ish. Does. Finds a teammate on the run to Thompson, who just links the football up, and here go the Demons again.
They do. Curran inside 50, marked by Riley.
By Threadgold. Sees the space open up for the Demons. Now coming through there at the back was Grenfell. Put his big frame in. Grenfell, spins around. 4 moves and Shane Fleming out on the
pocket like they've done for the last 60 minutes. And they've turned it back over. Erlinson, centre wing. Gives the handle off to Saville. Goes long inside 50. Grenfell
needs to find a target on up and under. Goodness me, Brad Pay, Dibsdale, they're all going to get swamped here. Oh, the ball comes forward of the pack. Fortuitously bounces for Nitsky. Josh Nitsky. Shot on goal. Nitsky.
For O'Neill, juggling, couldn't take the mark. Hunter right there with him in his back pocket. Comes down to Bingham. Comes out the back. Gets to Thompson. For them at the moment. Heavy side. Handball over the top. Gets it to Hetherington. Wants to centre it up to Purcell. Goes past him. Gets to Kelly. Kelly with the long shot at goal. Has put it through.
One. Turns out to take three. He kicks it down in the forward line. Ethan Curran.
And that is on the Sid Wilson Auto Electric scoreboard.
Sean Hunter very sore after that main contest, sore and also probably airsick.
Twice the umpires put the whistle to their mouth. One when Marty Kelly got dumped, the other time player spinning out of it. Should come out to Campbell. Long way out from fullback, centre wing out of side. Gets the ball, kicks it down the ground. Lovely spot up and a good mark too by Maxie Thompson. Waste no time. Sees Erlinson on his own. It's down at half forward. Speaking of kicking, the ball has gone over line and out of bounds. Kerang cannot take a trick. And Nick O'Neill, one of the bigs for the Demons forward line, gets the ball. Kicks it in long, mark taken. Good use of the body now. There's a ship.
Garrett Skinner right there with him. Either could mark. Off hands, Kennedy working hard, gets it to Clark, did well. Little handball inboard, goes to Hetherington. Long shot at goal from Tom Hetherington.
Good goal.
It has a player on this side. Oh, goodness. His kick has been smothered by Riley Daniels, just as he was going to kick it wide to Hunter. And here goes the deep shocking kick. It's going to suit the Demons' defence. No, in fact, it bounced back. Heavy side got on the outside, comes over to Baird. Baird unloads from right off the 50. It's a long shot at goal. Baird, nobody's business. Kicks it along into the forward line. Oh, Daniels goes to ground. Off the footy, comes in, kicks a running goal. Oh, is he going to do it? Yes.
They're going to have to put pressure on ground level when it comes, but Curran, he kicks it.